No, man, it's in settings, yo.
It's on my head because I've got a mesh
Mesh
head.
thing. Oh shit. Wonder if mine does that. Testing. Oh. Nice. You just keep it like that.
I just put a piercing in, so I was checking to see. Your tongue looks really good.
Yeah, Israel, why don't you grab a seat?
He's AFK.
He went AFK. We're just waiting for Minka to get in. We're waiting for Azor to get back. Then the show can get on the road. You know. As long as- Oh, welcome back. Just try and get Minka up in here.
Let's see.
Right, static pose.
Look at that. We're a friendly guy.
Ah, apparently. Quite the default pose there. Let's see what we got here. There we go.
Oh, well.
So guys,
Oops.
the first of all, I would like to say that this is a non-sexual show, so no willies, no vaginas, no titties.
What?
We swear.
Is this like a rule? Are you serious?
You can't swear, yeah, but you can beep. So you know, like if it was like, oh, for beep, beep, beep. Like I'm only joking.
I'm not beeping.
Okay, you can swear. God damn it, shit. Okay, let me just adjust the camera a little bit. You know.
This is the most ever.
What up?
Yo, what up, Minka? Check it out. We got a new couch. Your couch is in the sky. We're just testing this couch because more people can sit on it. So
Hi guys.
They don't get mad.
Hello.
Hey, what up?
Yeah, cool.
What's
this
up,
is a Lisp
Minka?
couch. Hello. This is a Lisp couch. I have this couch. It's a nice couch.
You got everything.
Does yours change colors?
No, this one doesn't actually. It's only, I think it's 150 linden. So for the texture, it's a pretty good deal actually. Lisp is a good design.
Oh my god, you're like an expert in this couch. Home shopping network.
I waste a lot of time watching videos and shopping. Yes, I do.
Okay, what's your best couch? Because I'm looking at couches and I gotta tell you, the market's dry.
It's not. It's really not dry. It's a market that you have to spend a lot of time searching for. It depends what you want. Like, do you want to have sex on the couch or do you want to just decorate it?
I just want to sit on the couch.
You know what? That generally, on Marketplace, there's so much stuff on there. It's always hard to find something particularly like you like, because it's just like there's so much stuff out there, you know.
Usually, if you watch a few of the interior vet videos, they have a lot of really cheap, good stuff. And if you go,
a quick question: has everybody here got the link to the YouTube channel?
yes,
I do not.
Okay, will somebody pass it to Azrael, because like I don't want to open up IMs and that, because I'm actually streaming right now and I don't want people to know people's actual real avatars names. They're just in case.
Why are you streaming right now?
Because I just started up, I'm warming up, we're all warming up. Okay, I wanted to get like 5 minutes or so without anybody even knowing, and just like see how it's going and stuff, you know.
what are we going to talk about?
We should just swap places because we're two dudes sitting here with these weird.
Yeah, this is like super weird.
It's just get like one girl and one guy.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'll sit down.
Now, Mika, you sit there where Azrael was sitting.
Oh, look at Sean. He's like dictating it right now. He's like, yeah, I want
that makes a lot more
Minka
sense.
by me.
That makes more sense.
Oh god.
I feel like Azrael, I feel like he just got cock blocked.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I feel like. But you're in the middle right now, Azrael. Actually, you're actually in the middle.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't want to be that close to you. Hang on, sorry.
I need.
Oh, jeez.
That'll change.
No.
You know what? Yeah, I need someone to log into YouTube, yeah, and just tell me if my voice is too loud.
Oh,
Alright, let's go on YouTube. Yeah.
Just
still
tell me.
feeling
right,
Because the
nothing.
last time I done it, my voice was too loud. Another time I done it, my voice wasn't even coming through or anything. So.
I think that's probably the good thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, miss, I'm
It's
pissed
always
out of my
good.
face and can barely like
Oh.
finish a sentence.
Stop, I'm not this.
Are you all
Okay,
fucking
so-
drunk?
Hey,
That's okay.
Hey, Caddy, you sound a
Would
bit
love to get
distant from
drunk.
your microphone. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
Oh no, actually, I heard you turn it down. My bad.
Oh, right.
You're live right now.
Great.
Let's see. I'm gonna turn off.
The caddy's
putting
sound
out-
for a second.
The Caddy's putting
like
out all
that
the.
post,
I'm
Kelly.
live right now.
Kelly, I like
This
that post.
this should be live right now,
Like-
guys.
I feel like I'm just politely looking away.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I'm scared for you, Azra. I'm scared for you, mate.
I'm,
That this
I'm
couch
sure
was a
so.
bad. That this is where she chose his couch. You know, it's all coming out
I
now.
didn't. Shut up, you
You're
two.
thinking victims.
I'm thinking victims. You're so stupid.
Oh my.
I like
I'm
this
just
because
going
there's
through the
two.
poses to see.
There we
what they
go.
are.
Why not?
I like this because there's two girls and two guys. Actually,
Yo,
are you
okay,
gonna
that's
be,
so weird. It's delayed. I was
are
checking
you
it
gonna
out.
be in the debate, Alex? Are you facilitating? What's the
I'm a
go?
bit of both. I'm just here, you know, we're all just
Oh,
here. It's
God.
not I don't it's not gonna be like
Jesus.
they think of me more of a judge, you know, they think of me more of a judge, you know,
Oh.
like
So
you know-
there's a winner and a loser with this
I think
debate.
we
no,
should
it's
put
not
that
that there's
there.
a winner or a loser, but there's always has to
Behind
be
the
a
couch.
moderator. They think of me as like a mod. Now this is a chat room,
Okay.
and I'm just the
Right.
moderator. Just think of me like that.
Okay.
I participate in the conversations
yeah.
and stuff, but when stuff gets stepped out of line a little bit, you know, I'm the one that's
Okay.
like, will send
You
you a
should,
private
uh,
IM.
On the
Like right
bold
now,
list.
I didn't
You
sign
should
up for a
address
porno. That this is not a porno, guys. I don't know what's going on right now, but actually, you know what? If you want it to be a porno, it could be a porno. Like,
No.
if they want to fuck where we're
So
debating
easily
about,
slate the word the
can't-
porno
You
option.
can't do adult shit on YouTube anyway. They'll fucking take your channel down if you do that.
oh yeah, they don't. No, but
Well,
it's,
you
it's
should-
pixels. It's not actual.
You should address certain questions
that's-
to certain ones of us, and then have people
Yeah,
rebut.
I need
So
to-
what are we talking about?
Yes,
for
okay.
debate?
Okay, so it's all banter, yeah. But the first, you know what? Yeah, I want to hear from Sharp. Yeah, Sharp. What brings you to Second Life? That this is what people want to know. You know, it's like what brings you, like, because we all
know,
come
it
here for
must-
different reasons. But what brings you to
Alright,
Second
I'm
Life?
staying in this pose.
I like your pose, Kelly.
Well, Second Life, it has to be the social aspect because it certainly isn't the gameplay. Tell you that much.
Yeah, I
For
agree
the
with you on
game,
that
it's the
one.
lifestyle.
I've never played a game where I've lost more.
Lost more what? Lost more what?
There's no winning.
Juicy.
There's no winning. You can't win this game. It's a game that you can never
Right.
find an
Now
end
you
to.
You know, that's
Oh,
the
you can win.
truest sentence I've heard, like, in a while. You know.
So if you're not winning, you're losing. Is that what that means?
Yep, it
Oh,
does.
I guess so in some aspects.
But you know what? Actually, Sharp, and you know what? To say you are losing when you've met like a lot of new friends and stuff like that is a bit
Yeah.
harsh. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, well, no,
Yeah,
that's
and
a
I'm
different
not
aspect.
your real
of it.
life friend. Fuck.
In terms
like
of the
you-
game, I've lost. In terms of friends, I've definitely gained.
Yeah, there you go. Oh.
Insert
Oh.
all here.
Which friends did you gain, Sharp?
I don't know. But when you address that question, I'm looking at losing one of them.
So do you guys know each other in real life?
Sharp happens to be in a real life WhatsApp group with 3 ladies and him. He's a lucky guy.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Three.
3
So many-
ladies and Sharp.
Is that what the group's called? 3 ladies and Sharp?
No, it's
Well,
called.
it's actually
Go on.
it's called 4 Fat Guys.
I love fat guys. Can I join?
There's some criteria. You've got to be extremely offensive and be able to take it as much as you dish it.
Most of the
that sounds
criteria
like
comes from-
Alabama. Oh my
Most
god.
of the criteria comes from Dixie.
Yeah.
Is Dixie still dating that Gilgamesh person?
I thought we weren't talking about people.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh.
Who said we're not talking about
Oh, let's
anybody? Who said about that?
Oh,
Well,
let's
I'm not
talk
I said
about
I said we're
people.
keeping it Second Life, innit? I said we're keeping it like.
Well,
Anyway, that tell Dixie I said hello.
you can tell it yourself. Oh, if you send me the link, I'll send it to her. She can watch it.
Okay, I'll send you the
That's
link
rough, I might
already.
get
God
trained.
damn it. There was somebody
You
saying
can send
carry
me
the link,
I haven't
please.
got it.
There was somebody saying
Where
carry the
is
link.
it? Is it in local?
Myself as well. if
No,
that's
yeah,
cool.
Minko or Sharp, they came because I can't. If I open up chat logs and all that shit, everybody's gonna see it on YouTube, innit? And all the names are gonna come out, and it's gonna be.
Oh, then
Very...
people are gonna come over and we're gonna. Oh,
No,
that'd be
then people are gonna
interesting.
start like messaging people saying about, oh, I didn't actually like your opinion on this and that, and how I think your life
But that's
sucks and
what
you
we
should
want,
die and
don't
burn in
we?
hell.
Yeah, but
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
that what we want?
No, we want them to
That's-
message Alex and he can
It
part.
does, but your
Pass it on.
notifications are showing it. Like right now, it says, like I'm looking at the feed. It says like somebody is online. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That's just
Oh
showing
yeah,
up.
at the bottom minute. Oh Jesus Christ, I forgot to change that.
Turn off your
No,
notifications.
you know what it is,
Sharp,
yeah.
send me
You know what it is.
That's
You know what you see
the
local
link.
chat. I changed it now.
Yes, send it to me and
But just,
Azrael.
just a heads up, it's delayed, so you're seeing what we
that's fine.
talked about earlier.
Latency. You want me to put that in loop? Okay.
Yeah,
then.
there you go. You got
Thank
it.
you.
It's in local chat. Hold on.
Have we got anyone commenting on our live stream?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this is like
You-
the first
You
day.
know what? Do you
I
want
would,
me to
but then
put
you-
that? Do you want me to put that link in the Bang Bang Avatar Gang?
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
the-
people
yeah,
can
yeah.
watch it. Okay.
They put that
Alright.
put the link everywhere.
Okay. So you want the link everywhere?
Oh, okay.
They spam the
Oh,
link
wait,
to
we've had
everybody.
it.
Spam the. Otherwise, what's the point, guys? If you
Yeah,
follow my
Sharp's
plan,
name
yeah.
just popped up on it.
Yeah, no, I just close. I just.
So
Guys,
fast.
just stop exposing people's names and shit, you know? His name could pop up, that he could be in denial,
my
you know? He
name
could be
is
like, no,
Constantine.
that wasn't me. It's well, because my name was in there. It wasn't me actually talking, you know? That shit. Okay, it won't happen
Oh my
again, okay, guys,
God.
because I've gone to the thingy bobby chat, you know? Oh, it's.
Nice
Oh,
old
God
dog.
Sweet.
damn it.
Okay, 3 people are watching. Is that us?
No, a
Is that us
Hennessy.
three?
The
Oh, no,
Hennessy's
it's
coming. I'll
us.
just TP the Hennessy as well, so he's coming.
Oh,
No, I mean, is he watching or is he in the chat?
Like how
Oh, no, he just
I like
messaged
how
me.
big-
I think he might be watching, but he's here now. I just TP'd him.
Oh, he's behind us.
Oh, yes.
He's,
water bottle 6.
Oh, why
he's wearing
won't
his
lie? What you
jumper
say?
dress. He's
Yo,
wearing
what
his
up?
No,
jumper
shut the
dress.
fuck up with that jumper dress bullshit. Ain't no
Hey,
fucking jumper dress, you dickhead.
Yo, everybody, I need everybody to just calm down for a second. Right. I'm only joking.
is there anyone in the Alex?
Yo, Hennessy, they take a seat, man. They take a seat, Hennessy.
Nah, I don't want to take a seat, man. You're gonna make fun of me for my jumper dress, yo. I don't want to be
I
here
didn't
no
see
more.
your number. What does it say? You're wearing that
No.
last time. You're wearing that
Come
last
on,
time.
don't be
It's his
upset.
favorite jumper, isn't it?
It is. You know what? The last time you see me, that was like two weeks ago.
What's a jumper?
You say it because it's so big on me, that's like a dress, and they call
You know
it a
what,
jumper dress.
you know what, guys? I'm going
Twenty.
AFK for a
Oh,
hot
shit.
second. I'm going to get my vodka because
Me
Hennessy
too.
owes me a shot. Hennessy owes me a
Oh my
fucking
Ah,
shot.
bruv, I think I'm fucked up already.
Okay.
You guys have weird names.
No
what do you
more
call
lie.
sneakers again? There's a word for sneakers.
They're called trainers, you fuck.
Trainers, that's what it is.
Yo,
Yeah.
Hennessy, you see that link to YouTube that I sent you, yeah? I need you to
Yeah.
post that out to everybody and like let everybody get that. Just send that shit out to everybody.
I
in your
don't
friends
know,
list and
yo.
everything. Like, just post that shit out.
I should do
Like,
that.
you know,
though.
any groups you're in and shit like that, just do that. We're all doing it. I'll send that shit out to like everybody in the groups and shit.
Bruh.
But not me,
Is
but
there anyone in your Alex? Is there anyone in your fan club left, or is there any point in me?
Oh,
no,
I remember this
No, you
bitch.
see, my fan club, yeah, is where everybody that hates me is. So post it in there 100%. I post that shit in there. Yeah.
I'm tired.
AFK.
Go back up to bed.
Yeah, anyway, yeah,
Sounds really
AFK, 1 second.
good.
I need to go and get this vodka. I'll be right back, Henny. The get a drink, Henny. What's wrong with you, man?
Vodka.
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 Where did that
Vodka
bucket
black.
go?
Okay.
I think
Wait, there we go. I'm gonna change my outfit just for you, okay?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, don't. You
No,
don't
too.
have to.
Too late.
Yeah,
Too late. I already
well,
did.
No, I like the jumper dress.
Fuck you, it's not a
You should
jumper
just
dress.
wear it as a dress though, no
Okay,
pants.
okay.
Just wear it as a
Alright,
dress.
shut up, you dickhead.
Oh, now you look gangster. Aw.
I'm not a gangster, it's just a pouch, yo.
You look,
What
you
is
look like
this?
you're from the.
You look like my little brother.
How was your little brother
It has
though?
that- Huh?
See.
How old is he?
24?
Yeah, same age, so yeah, I get it.
He's literally got that bag. Like, literally.
Me too. I have this one and then Adidas one as well.
Yeah.
Not a pouch chain, no purse before you say that bullshit.
When it is a purse.
Those super.
Okay,
handbag.
yeah, I'm not actually gonna look at you. No more gonna look this way.
That's too small to be a satchel. Definitely.
It's a handbag.
Bruh.
You can put a pair of gloves.
Don't get upset.
I'm trolling you even though you're trolling me.
I'm not
Now I
trolling
regret
you. I've got
Now I
mad
regret-
love for you. I
Mm.
never troll you.
See what this is? I know what Alex did. He put us all here and then he bounced. And now he's broadcasting us all.
He's a dickhead.
He's not here.
It's a social experiment.
I'm gonna TP be back.
Happening here.
Alright.
Now see, he caught wise.
Hey guys, I'm gonna need everybody like to I'm gonna need everybody to I don't know I don't know what to do. Just do whatever. I'm having a shot, me personally.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get drunk and watch
I
this whole
thought this was
bitch.
going to be a debate. What are
Okay.
we going to debate
Okay.
about?
I
He's
started
really-
off, debating, but Caddy couldn't shut up for 2 seconds. As was a horny
Okay.
little bastard, like,
Okay.
What?
and you know, it's just like I started. Okay, so shut up here. Well, we actually got Sharp's feedback. Minka, they'll tell us that what
Yeah.
brings you to second left, you personally.
I can't say the
3,
first
2, 1, go.
reason. I
Dick.
can't say the first reason.
Dick, just say it, Dick.
It's a
You can't-
boring. In the beginning, you do experiment with other consenting adults in here. Come on, let's not be around the bush. But after you've done that for a while, after you've done that for a while, I just got into architecture. It was really boring. Like architecture, I love I love it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's
What's your favorite building in the whole world?
It's really boring. And decorating and shit and making my avatar pretty and shit. And talking, but in the beginning on this avatar it was trolling people. There's people in here, the serious biker gangs and shit like that. People that take it that have families and stuff like that in here. And then I felt bad about it. And then, because it was too easy, and then people started trolling me. And then
talking about trolling people and biker gangs and stuff like that. Minka, do you remember that time when we was decorating my warehouse when I got it, and them 2 guys TP'd in and said they're looking for old
Yes.
people,
yeah.
and then they ended up helping us redecorate my apartment and stuff. Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
had all that. I got that all recorded in it. I saw it yesterday. I couldn't, when he TP'd in, he's like, I was actually looking for old people. I was like, oh shit. I didn't even know I was actually
you
recording
recorded
that. Oh, pardon?
Did you record that?
Yeah, I got it recorded. Not all of it, but all of the beginning part,
You put it on. Did you put it on your
No,
your
no.
YouTube channel?
No.
Okay.
You know what I done though
Well, then
today?
subscribe.
Like today,
Yeah.
yeah, I ordered a USB, the basically a USB cable where you can plug in your hard drives and that, yeah. So once I get that, I'll be able to save a lot more videos and stuff, and have free access to them instead of like all this
Well-
memory issues.
Well, seeing Harry Houdini is gone to Sansar now, we will need a new YouTube channel to keep up to date with all the drama in here.
Yeah,
maybe-
yeah.
Maybe you're-
Can I just also suggest? I feel like for my TV debut, I don't feel like I'm getting enough video time. Just looking at the YouTube
But you know, I don't know if you noticed.
channel.
I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a booth over there with a Mac in there and stuff like that. That basically, like before the start of every show, I'm planning to have like a singer that debuting the
No. I
you
don't
know,
want
the
to
start
sing.
of the career, so-
I just like my avatar in a more prominent position on the.
Okay, you know
the
what?
old,
You know what? Yeah, at the end of the
I'm
show,
kidding.
yeah. At the end of the show,
It's your
yeah.
face, isn't you?
At the end of the show, yeah, the camera's gonna cam out.
Change? You can change your
You ran and
position.
tried to
You
jump
know
in
that,
this-
right?
At the end of the
Absolutely.
show, yeah, the camera's going to come out like to the corner of the sim. So if you're going to stand over there for a few hours, and then you have your 5 minutes of limelight. So go one and be free, girl.
Just
That was your
weird.
shot.
I'm only joking. So Callie, okay, that this is your moment, isn't it? Like that this is your moment.
Okay,
girl.
what?
So what brings you to second life?
sheer boredom and desperation for any form of easy entertainment that I can undertake in my house.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty.
that's it.
That's
Yeah.
a great answer.
It is. It's pretty blunt, isn't it? Straight to the point.
Well,
It's like-
You're
I mean,
bored.
isn't
You
that
ain't
the
got a
reason
laugh.
most
You got nothing else to do, basically.
public on here?
I
No,
don't
I'm
speak for
like,
everyone.
yeah, I think like, no, I've got a lot of shit going on. I've got a lot of friends, family, I've got shit to do. But at the
Okay,
time when I
yes,
started
so she
this,
says.
no, honestly, at the time when I started playing the
I don't know
game
about
before
that.
I
I
got,
haven't heard one person in the
oh
background
my
yet.
god, Alex, can you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, um, when I first started
There's a
playing
lot of
this,
beeping in this
obviously,
edited version.
oh my god, I hate it.
No fucking beeping. Bitches coming in here fucking swearing and shit. What the fuck?
Did I swear?
You did!
Did I?
Like
I
12
didn't know I
times.
swear.
Wait, are we
12
not supposed to
fucking
do that?
times. God damn it.
It's an adult sim, Alex. We can swear.
Yeah, but it's not
Oh
This is
polite.
a documentary, it turns out,
It's not polite.
and he doesn't want us to swear.
Yeah.
He
So what,
doesn't
you can
want us to
He
swear?
can
swear.
podcast it.
He also
Not
doesn't
really.
want us to finish a sentence.
Quite rude.
No, because to be honest here, Callie, we actually got bored of you trying to prove your point that you actually have real life friends.
Wow.
Yeah, we
No,
got bored of that.
Wow.
I was
Okay.
quite interested actually.
Wow.
Azrael, I'm gonna need you to put your penis back in your skinny jeans.
Well, that was a bit hard to be fair.
The right 90. The right 90.
Oh,
What,
I
what,
just-
Right,
young
nice,
sir?
no.
The right 90 is not gonna get you nowhere. What?
That is not.
I just won't be involved in the conversation, and everyone else can say their piece.
Oh my
No, it's
God,
actually
somebody
you
get
can
the
you can
fucking
participate, but
violin.
right now it's Azrael's turn to tell us what brings him to Second Life and what does he want to get
Listen.
from Second Life?
Alright, so the average person, like overall, is incredibly boring, right? And there's only a certain subset of the population that is in any way interesting whatsoever. Okay? There's a far larger percentage of people on here that are interesting versus the rest of the world. I've noticed, at least. Like, it's almost a natural filter.
Okay.
And from there, you can filter it further and further depending on where you go. And honestly, I quite enjoy that. Meeting fascinating people.
Hold
That's
on,
why
break
I'm
that
here.
down. What do you say? Do you say there's more interesting people on Second Life than there is in real life? Is that what you said?
I said that they're easier to find.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like when
Well,
you
it
say
depends, I
it,
guess, really.
yeah, it depends on on what you mean by interesting or your
Exactly.
interpretation
Unique,
of interesting.
in any way,
Yeah.
you know, something that draws my curiosity.
Yeah, you know what?
Not many intelligent ones.
I
though, right?
kind of agree with you, but I'd say it's more, you know, because people can get away with saying more and doing more on here than what they can in the real world, you know.
I'd love to believe that's all it was, but like, to be honest, you listen to the average person, he's dead. Oh my god.
It's
Yeah, there's a lot of
just out of curiosity.
templates walking around.
Legit, a lot of NPCs are out there these days.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. Like everybody just
What's
goes
an
work and
NPC?
comes home. It's true.
It's a
Yeah, what's
non-player
an-
character, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, my thought. You know, the thing about Second Life, the thing. I just to add to that, I get what you're saying. Like when you do walk around the city, there's a lot of you meet a lot of the exact same person over and over again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and when
yeah.
that world throws somebody out, they end up in Second Life.
Yeah, mental institution.
Like, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of the same people on here as well. However, you can kind of filter them down based on where you go and what your interests are. And I guess, like what Alex said, like you're able to be more your true self on here. So with that, you're able to broadcast who your true self really is, and therefore you can discover more people who share common interests. Much
Or,
easier.
yeah, or
And on top of
you
that-
can discover people who you want to have more interests with. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
you can
precisely.
experience
Yeah.
like different stuff, and you know.
The other thing is you're also you're taking out the physical attributes of everybody. You're excluding that from the social interaction. You know, some people who are out there and are like too ugly, or just ashamed of how they look, come on here, and they can reinvent themselves.
Too ugly.
Yes.
I'm serious, man.
It's
a
a
very
really good record,
professional
but I
world.
like it. I do like it.
It's a superficial world we live in, and when you come
Emphasis on
here,
the two.
But as I've said before, there's a there's an anthropologist who studies Second Life called Tom Belsdorf, and he says that in virtual worlds you learn about the person from the inside out as opposed to the other way around, because you're learning, because people are more, you can't see what they look like, and so you're learning about their different nuances and how they speak if it's on voice, and you're kind of learning it backwards when you are meeting people in here. And I think that has never been done before virtual worlds existed or video games. You know what I mean? We've always met, before the internet, we always met people face to face.
Yeah.
But don't you think that allows people to pretend like more on here as well?
Yeah.
So I don't think you can hide your true self for very long, but I do think people do portray themselves maybe slightly different from how they actually are. I don't know.
Although that said, there is a certain
Definitely.
there is a certain person on here, and I think you know who I'm talking about, who no one knows what she looks like. They can guess what she looks like.
Oh, catfish.
But
Are you
they've-
talking about catfish?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
talking about Kath. Yeah,
Are
she's.
we talking about the
Yeah,
same catfish,
technically-
Aubrey? Are we talking about Aubrey, the catfish? That one. Okay.
Yes.
I want to clarify the naming.
Yeah. I don't want our
Yeah.
viewers start getting paranoid and shit. Like, start
It's
looking.
quite-
You know how
it's
Second
quite-
Lifers are? They start getting paranoid. Is she talking about me? You know, people
That's
are
a
gonna,
good idea,
they're gonna have
you know.
like 1 million IMs.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm not a catfish. No, we're talking about Aubrey. Okay.
But you don't.
Yeah, but technically, you can't be a catfish if no one knows what you look like and you haven't said you
Exactly.
look like anything. You're not a catfish.
And
Exactly.
Caddy, you're a
You're just-
catfish. That we all figured out
Why
that
am
was
I
a
a
picture of
catfish?
Beyonce in your profile.
Oh, it is. I am actually Beyonce. No fucking about.
Oh, girl,
I've got
baby.
this accent, but I am
if you make-
fierce.
See,
If you
it's a
make up-
representation of your inner beauty.
Well, thank you.
Well, when you get to meet someone from the inside out, kind of thing, you talk to them every day. And if you did see a photo of them and they weren't exactly your type, because attractiveness is it's in the eye of the beholder kind of thing. One person's attractiveness may be for one person, but not for the other. You know what I mean? Subjective. That's the
Mhm.
word I'm looking. So when
Yeah.
you talk to a person and then you see a photo of them, you're more, and they're not your type physically, you're more willing to kind of like, forgive that kind of thing because you know that person, if that makes sense. So that's what you can kind of find in here. So
Yeah,
even ugly
yeah.
people get laid.
I agree with you. And you know what as well, yeah. I think
Precisely.
you know what. If you're
Exactly.
level-headed, I think if you're level-headed and that, yeah, this game is actually a good place to do stuff like that. Meet people, like have a relationship with people. You don't necessarily have to meet in real life until you actually get to know them. You know, and
Yeah.
have a connection with them, and you can still do stuff. I know it's just like, okay, you're using your fingers and you're running around doing stupid stuff, yeah, but it's still like a visual representation of things you could be doing, like
Yeah.
the TPing, to the Sims that with your girlfriend, like BDSM Sims and stuff like that, and just like whooping each other's ass. You could do stuff like that on here before you experiment with that kind of stuff in real life. You can do with that.
Yeah.
And that's what brought me to
Well-
Second Life, to be honest. All the big dildos, all of the rips and the chains. Yeah, all that stuff. Like, I logged on. I was gonna leave, and then I accidentally, like, I crashed. Yeah, and I respawned back into like some sex sim, and I was just like, God damn it, never seen this shit before in my
Yeah.
life. And from then, I just ripped
Yeah.
out my willy and had a rank, and that was the end of that. I've been here ever since.
Really?
Yeah, I've been here ever since.
He whipped out his whip. You gotta name that this video.
Hypnotized me.
No.
Minka ripped out her willy and had a rank.
Had a wank.
I'm joking, guys, by the way. I just need to put that shit out there,
He's literally not safe.
Thinking of us.
That you guys are gonna log in tomorrow. People are gonna be playing Justice like he ripped out his. No, he's gonna have me on the Justice saying I ripped out my willy and had a rank. Like, oh shit! I
Oh
just
my
fucked
God.
myself over.
You know what? I had a thought about Second Life. I want to share with you guys right now. So I was thinking about it. This was like, when somebody asked me what Second Life was, I would say it like this. I'd say, imagine like a video game where there's really very, very little programming going into it. There's not much, content by the people who make Second Life.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
pretty much completely user generated.
Yeah, yeah, and
But-
you know what? You see what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the builders in this game are geniuses. I'm telling you. You know the users are bloody geniuses, mate. Because the Linden Labs yeah, have a platform, and you can't go any higher than that platform. So everybody who's built on this game and stuff have been confined to a certain box, you know. And
Yeah.
what they have done so far is remarkable. It is bloody remarkable.
It's crazy because you can advertise it as a world it's a world that people have built. You know what I mean? Like if humans could have built a world rather than nature. But like I think Second Life is somewhere along the lines of where it would be. Like if you look around,
Oh, that's frightening.
like imagine if we built the universe, it would look something probably like Second Life.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
It's true.
And it makes sense if you look at the way it's some parts of it are completely chaotic. There's some beautiful parts. There's some organized, like
You
the
know,
mainland is.
You know what I like about Second Life is that anything you want is in reach.
Mm.
You know, everything's in reach. Like it's all just there. Like a TP away. You know, you don't need to reload, like load up a new game or anything like that. You could just TP to another place and it's completely different. You know.
But I can't really play video games. Video games kind of make me bored after a while because they go too fast. I like to explore the actual world. Like I was going to download.
I'm the same.
Mm.
I think you need to play a game called Train Simulation.
Oh my god, no! Don't ever download that.
You sound
Don't
like-
start.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I did download it. I have
You
it
did,
on my
Callie.
Steam
You
account.
did.
Train
you
Simulator.
did.
Yeah, that's the sort of shit I'm into. I like a slow-paced game.
Did you
too.
learn to stop the
Yeah.
train? Because that's like a whole in-depth process.
You know what? In
Yeah,
fun
it really is. Like you can actually power a train if you fucking play that game enough.
Oh really? Oh,
It's
Yes,
a
it's
sim-
not-
yeah,
it's
it's
not
a simulator.
complicated.
It's
Yeah.
a simulator. Yeah.
I love
Ellie
the
stops the
simulator.
train ramming it into a wall.
It's like
I
I mean,
don't think
I
I
do that with
played it,
like
but I did it.
Can
I
you
do that
send me
with
a link?
flight
to the,
sims
what
and
is
all
it?
that.
No,
Train
no,
Simulator.
Minka, I was being sarcastic. You
Oh.
don't actually want to play that game. You don't.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
You don't.
kind of
That
do you know?
I feel like the
No.
Minka likes more social games where she can actually talk to people.
If you ever
Well,
want to get
I
like that in depth with like a game
Mm.
that's a simulator, at least make it something that's fun to do. Like driving a train is not fun. You can't go anywhere. There's like you've got a track. You're literally on rails. Whereas like
And it doesn't
a
even
flight
go out of
sim,
control.
learning how to
Even-
fly a bloody plane, right?
Yeah,
You
that's
can go
really
anywhere.
I had back in the days when computers were new, or not new, but I remember on my old not an Atari, but it was an old PC. We had a flight simulator game. It was like my favorite game. It was the only thing I ever played. I'm gonna download a flight simulator game right now.
They just made a new Microsoft Flight Simulator for 2020.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna Google that. Right.
And they haven't made one for a long time, so it's pretty intense. But that game, I mean, like,
Mm.
it's not that fun. There's a reason. There's a reason.
I was gonna say something like, "Oh my god, it's amazing."
Yeah, this guy is like he's pretty intense, and then he realized what he said. It's like, hold on, you know what? Actually, it's not that fun. It's not.
I mean, it looks incredible. It's very realistic, but who the fuck wants to fly a plane? Like,
That's what I was, I was about to inject my law upon this
some of us-
conversation. We need to switch it up, man. I'm
Yeah.
about to
Hold on,
fall
hold on. I feel
asleep
like I
talking
missed
about
something
trains and plane simulations and shit.
No, like
Yeah.
fighting fucking planes. Like they have guns and stuff. It's fun.
Is it good?
Azure, yeah. Azure.
Like, there was a reason they didn't make. any-
Azure, send
Azure,
Said
how
what?
would you
Sorry?
like that? How would you like a nuclear power
Link.
plant simulation?
Oh, that'd be great. I'd
Yeah.
love to learn how to
The more
actually
you
manage a
do,
nuclear reactor.
the more you do with the leftover nuclear rods after they've been used, how would you dispose of those? Because
I
apparently,
mean, you don't have to. The newest reactors are fully capable of burning the waste of the old.
ooh, it's a bit controversial.
Safely?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're fully capable of doing it. The problem is there's just not enough of those new reactor designs being built.
So
like,
if you
right
was
now,
Donald
for
Trump,
example,
what's the first thing you would do?
well, there's not much that the president of the United States can do in order to streamline that process. It's not really an administrative holdup that's stopping new reactors from being built. There's a huge amount of financial. There's like
Capital,
billions of
capital.
dollars tied up in building. Yeah, capital, exactly. Tied up in building a reactor, and not only that, but you have to get the local county or whatever that you're hosting site and all that. They have to sign off on it. And unfortunately, there's so much misinformation out there regarding the safety of nuclear power that not a lot of places are willing to sanction a new construction. And the places that are, unfortunately, the companies that would be in the place to build those reactors don't have enough capital, or liquid capital rather, available to build these new designs.
I got one question for you.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
If you used to choose between solar panels or solar power or nuclear fusion, then which one would you choose?
Fusion, absolutely. But fusion isn't around yet. Right now, it's still
No
running.
infrastructure for the solar panels. There's no infrastructure for the tidal wave. No, the tide as well. They have turbines that could.
And turbines.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, but there's no infrastructure for it.
See,
Matter of time.
Here's the ideal power grid, right? You've got a nuclear reactor, right? A nuclear power plant. It serves as what they call a battery, a reserve. Okay? And then you've got things like solar panels and turbines and all that as like your daily gatherer or what have you. And when, say, the weather isn't favourable for those, power production, then you kind of ramp up production in the nuke plant, and it acts as a reserve.
It makes sense to me.
That's a healthy power infrastructure, and that's
It's a
actually
healthy
how it is in my
balance.
local area.
And work
My
on
local area has it.
and work on power storage. So like when you get a solar panel, the solar panel power or the wind turbine power, you can actually store that energy.
Yeah. But it's really hard right now, and unfortunately, as a species, our battery capabilities is quite low. We're not very good at storing energy once it's produced. Just like, combustion engines, modern combustion engines, they lose 98% of the power produced by the process of the combustion. We're just not capable of harnessing it and holding on to it.
Okay, so tell me about this, guys. Here's another. I'm gonna just throw this out randomly to everybody. I haven't got a fixation on it because I did mention it earlier. But how do you guys feel about BDSM on Second Life?
Go from inner power to BDSM.
What does BDSM stand for?
Power.
Bondage, discipline, BD, submission, BD. I don't know. I can't remember. It's early here in Australia, so BDSM, bondage, domination. No.
Submissive
it
and
today.
mercy, maybe.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's many and varied. It's a massive fetish. It's it's an umbrella for a lot of fetishes that can be psychological as well as physical. And it's massive in here. I think it's one of the biggest sex groups in here, BDSM or
It is,
fetish.
yes.
Yeah, it is most definitely. Most definitely.
The problem I have with it is that the women in here, especially, are the majority of women who are into BDSM here. Not all of them are submissives, and the men in here, a majority of them are dominants, and I think that's really
You know what? I actually
simplifying
tend to disagree
what
with you
you
on
can
that
do in
one
here.
because I'd say okay, a lot of women in here, yeah, are submissive on paper, yeah, and a lot of the men in here are dominant on paper, but in actual, like,
In reality,
in
they're
Second
not
Life,
quite.
yeah, a lot of the guys on here are actually really submissive, and the women are very dominant compared to the guys. I've seen that so
But
many
they're not-
times.
There's a lot of people who want to fall within the BDSM, genre and all that. Like, they read one too many 50 Shades of Grey books.
Uh-huh.
So suddenly they're, super into it. But, when it comes to the actual lifestyle, if they were to be transplanted into a real-life sort of situation, they wouldn't know how to handle themselves. Or better yet, they'd handle themselves so improperly that they'd just be thrown out.
Well, that depends whether
that's-
you want whether you want to be a lifestyler or whether you just want to do it Sundays at 4 p.m.
Well, absolutely. But what I'm getting at is that the average person on here will claim that they're a lifestyler.
Yeah, for sure.
But in reality, they're very much one of those, weekend warrior types, if you know.
Yeah, but
Quite
is that a
extent.
bad
Are
thing
you
though? Is that a bad thing
SM?
to be like a weekender warrior type? Is that a
No,
bad
no,
thing?
not at all. It's just a bad thing to claim that you're something else than you are.
Oh, okay, okay.
But the problem with being a lifestyle in here is that the men especially are competitive. So if you're anything but a lifestyler in here, you won't be said to be a BDSM, enthusiast.
That's true. Yeah, you
kind
won't
of
be
thing.
considered
There's a
like
lot of
the guru.
yeah. I mean, I should call the dominant men in here pseudo dominant because you're right. Usually they're incels living in their mother's basement, and they've got a few women that they lash around text wise or on voice here, a couple of days a week.
Button her
And
in,
they're
they
head of
panic.
they're head
Page
of
I
the
just
BDSM.
got from that
The head of the
description.
BDSM groups. But it is huge in here. It's one of the biggest fetish groups in here. But as I said, it's a massive umbrella, which there's a lot of different fetishes types that fall underneath that massive. There's daddy dom, baby girl. There's lots of age shit that happens. There's lots of and then there's lots of loving stuff that happens apparently in here. I don't know
Yeah, I
how you
think
could.
yeah, all that loving stuff. I think he was about to drove. I don't even know if that's the word I'm looking for. Drove into
I'm
like,
sorry, what's the loving stuff?
the loving. I think what he's about to go on. Go on. I'm not gonna say anything. Go on. Continue.
What is it?
The loving stuff is in here. Well, let's just keep it in here because we're in here. The loving stuff is based on trust. Okay, so the big thing in BDSM is a trust thing, which is very attractive to a lot of people who haven't been able to explore the realm of trust in their real lives. So BDSM is based on the fact that, just say dude is wanting to be a daddy dom for you and you're wanting to be a little submissive thing in here, then he controls every single aspect of your second life. So you have to go to him and ask his permission to even talk to somebody or to even wear something in here. So, I mean, if you want to try it, it's pretty safe realm to try it out if you want to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you can delete your avatar, you can never log in again if you don't want to. But the problem is with some women, especially who are vulnerable, who don't have anything in their real life, they come in here and they depend on the daddy to tell them everything, and then that can cross over into the real world.
Oh yeah.
But,
It's a transfer of control, really.
But
That's
you know
a
what?
big
Like, it depends on everybody's psychological maturity. You know what I mean? If you come on here to perpetuate an insecurity, I mean that just says something about you need to do some inner soul searching and discover things by yourself. You can come on here and disassemble an insecurity and learn about yourself, or you can just perpetuate something that's controlling you.
Yes,
I mean, the
yes.
people who go on and do all that, what do you call it? Daddy something?
Daddy dom. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that person, psychology is all action and reaction. I mean, if somebody didn't get enough, women didn't get enough love from their parent, odds are they'll be more promiscuous and seek out that love from men when they become adults. I mean, but you know what I mean? And it's usually the hardest thing is to see your own insecurity because you don't realize you're reacting. You just think it's something you like or that's something you're into. You don't take the time to disassemble that psychologically and see. It takes some soul searching, it takes therapy, it takes meditation, and self-analyzation.
But it's also
I would agree with self-analyzation, because
self-analyzation.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you why, because everybody's different, isn't it? So maybe that maybe
self-analysis.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. I've had a few shots. I've had a few shots of it, and the party's just warming up.
It's a good thing, though.
The party's just warming up.
It's a good thing, though, Alec.
Yeah, but they're basically. Okay, sorry. Go on. Go ahead.
I think BDSM, in regard, depending on which fetish you decide to choose, if you know that you have a certain need that needs to be met and it can be met in here consensually between two adults, fuck it, do it. Have fun.
I agree with that as well. I definitely agree.
You know,
because I was about to say, the knowing yourself, is better, because you don't have to fall into whatever society wants you to be, or whatever. As long as you're happy with yourself, and as long as you're not hurting anybody else, then it doesn't matter what you do. Do you know what I'm saying? The world is your oyster. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like if some people are upset like with whatever you're doing or whatever. As long as you're happy with yourself, and as long as the only way that you're affecting them is because they're watching you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm, you know?
You can't say some people get really into the dominant submissive thing in here because it's a perfect platform for it, really. I mean, look at it. You can have these beautiful avatars, you can make them do whatever you want. There's if you can think of it, someone's created it in here. You know, they even have a snuff thing. I walked into a snuff art gallery the other day with all these avatars hanging. Yeah, that hanging from ropes and shit, like real nice bento mesh avatars, you know, with with mesh heads
Bento
and
box?
shit.
To me,
Yeah,
that
they
to me
were-
is sushi.
Yeah. And I just walked in and I went, wow, how wonderful. Because it's not real. It's like, wow,
Like the-
someone's thought of this. It's fucking fucked up, but I'm not into it. But hey, okay.
Right, they're able to
Yeah.
channel it in a healthy way.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't believe in right and wrong. I believe in just like, you know what I mean? Like when people come on here and do something out of habit, that's the issue. I mean, you develop a habit and you don't realize why you're doing something. You're not making a conscious choice. So you end up you're not in control of yourself. I think the ultimate thing is to know why you're doing the things you're doing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you be
true.
aware.
It's true. It's true.
Well,
And that's
hold on,
and that's
just
one of
to-
the reasons, and that's one of the reasons why I'm attempting to do like the stream and stuff like that, because it's something a bit different. But I feel like the gap between when I first started playing this game and up until now, yeah, that basically like everything has been like the same. It's been like, and it's been like, you know, it hasn't been getting any better. It's just like people logging on, just doing the same routine, and all of the people who used to do stuff are kind of like not doing that no more, and there hasn't been no injection of like real life into this game. So, like, instead of me coming on here and just doing the same thing over and over again, you know, I thought I'll try and do something like this to just like try and liven it up a little bit, you know, for us guys at least.
No, I appreciate it.
I think also what would be really fun. I was on Marketplace the other day and I was looking at all the really shitty primmy houses that are still on Marketplace, and I want to do a video where we can make like a house for under 500 linden or something. You know, little challenges like that where you
Yeah,
can
we can
find.
definitely. What is it confined to Second Life,
Sharp,
or
the
are we
wonderful-
allowed to use Blender and stuff like that?
Nah, it's got to be just Second Life. You got to
I
find
wanna
because there's
learn.
some really nice.
You know, yeah, the
mesh
Sharp
shit
is
for,
the
like,
man
one
for
linden.
that. The Sharp can build you anything
made the
right now.
meditation.
No,
Made
actually, Sharp, don't
Haven.
start building anything. Don't do that shit. Don't.
You
Like
can
the
talk
one,
my language.
the once he
That's
starts
true.
building, he's gone, mate. He's off in his own words.
Yeah, that's it. I can't concentrate on two things at once.
Do you actually like build houses and things from scratch?
Like I do, but I don't do it the proper way. I'd really like to learn how to use that Blender and stuff. I'd like to
For
learn
the
how to.
textures and stuff?
Yeah, I'd love to like make mesh and stuff. That'd be amazing.
I'm wanting to learn that too.
I
Yeah.
really want to learn that.
You
'Cause,
know,
like you can do.
you know
You
what a
can use
lot of
that, you can
people.
get, like, a 3D.
You know
You
what
can
a lot
get
of
a
people
3D.
do? A lot of
Okay, you
people
go ahead.
buy 3D builds already, yeah, from the internet, yeah, the 3D models. Upload that to Blender and then break it down and make it more simple, and then upload it to Second Life. It's what the majority of people do. To be honest, the majority.
There's
of
so much
players
stuff. I was talking to somebody who had a 3D printer, and it was like for $500 on Amazon you get a 3D printer now, and you can just make all kinds of stuff. Like you can take stuff from Second Life and make it real. And
Yeah, yeah, you
have
see-
little model.
Yeah, you see the stuff you use to build 3D to use on your 3D printer. You can use that on Second Life as well. As long as you got the image to upload to Blender, yeah, and then you just like you make the image more simple, and then you just upload it to Second Life. Boom, it's done. You know.
Yeah, there's
really
the
love to-
way that I saw a YouTube movie the other day that was taken from an actual house plan, you know, the blueprint of the plan. Now she made it really big enough for the platform, and then she simply resed the prims on top of the plan.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So then I went in on real estate I went on realestate.com.au. I found the most beautiful house in somewhere in Sydney, right on the water, and it had the blueprints on it. And I want to create that house. So yeah, that's really exciting.
You know
But
what I
yeah.
did? Before I
What?
bought my condo, I downloaded the floor plan and I put it in
Yeah.
Second Life, and I just I just brought the walls up, you know, I brought the doors up.
Yep.
And I made a model of it so I can see how it looked.
Is that
Oh,
uh,
I love
hey
exactly.
Have it.
hey Minka? Are you
Okay,
talking
so-
about on Blender or in Second Life? She done the 3D. I mean the plans.
It was all in Second Life. So
You
she
know you
was
could do
doing
that.
a replica of her
that-
apartment.
That you can do that same thing in Blender, yeah, and just extract it.
Mm.
So you lay the map down, yeah, and then you basically just draw a line. You know, like you're tracing on tracing paper, and then you click on
Yeah.
the lines yeah, and extract it. And like you just extract
Yeah.
it. Then when you get to the top of the door or whatever, you extract it. Then when you get to the roof, like it's all about just extracting, and then like angling it, and then extracting more, and then angling it, extracting it. Like it's pretty simple. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy.
And then you export it to Second Life. But
Yeah.
don't you have to res the prims for it, or like how do you make that exist in Second Life from that plan in Blender though?
Okay, so basically the in Blender, yeah, you need to cut down on all of the triangles and that stuff, yeah, which will make it less prims, yeah, and then you res it in world, yeah, and then yeah, basically you just put, you know where you want floors and that, you change it to like
Yeah.
physical. Is it physical?
Oh,
Or
okay.
you change it to whatever, and then like in some places you need
Okay.
to actually build prims, but in some places you don't, and it's just like it depends how much
See this
prims.
girl.
It depends how much prims you
Yeah.
want to use and all that kind of stuff, you know.
See, this girl had the plan of her real life apartment, and she was doing it the opposite way. So she was resing the plan on the platform in world, and then she was resing the prims on top of it, as in to go along on top of the plan.
Yeah.
And then she put it into Blender when she just wanted to redo.
Hello, friends. How are you?
Hey, yo, what up? Who's this? Who's this guy?
Oh.
Okay.
Like a
Hello,
kids' TV
YouTube.
show,
My name
you
is
get a
Water
special
Bottle
visit.
6, and I'm an alcoholic. I've been drinking since the age of 9. If you could please donate me 100 lindens a week per person, then that'd be most appreciated. Thank you. It would get me out of my way so I can, do good things in SL instead of trolling and being a retard. Thank you.
Oh, okay,
Oh my
sure.
God.
Guys,
You knew this would
anybody,
happen. You fucking
anybody
knew
who's
this would
watching
happen.
now, anybody who's here, if you would like to donate to this guy 100 lindens per week, so he can recover from his alcoholic
week?
addiction, then
And
I just
this is
like
what
to
happened, right?
ride
Listen to this.
in the
Okay,
cave.
hold on. Get a close up of my face. I need to tell the camera something, okay?
okay,
I
hold
feel
on,
like
hold
that's
on,
just fueling his addiction, is it not?
Okay,
love this.
okay, listen up. So, I was out, mine's just out here, innit? So, like, I was walking in SL, minding my own business, and out of nowhere, a bunch of crackhead hobos jumped me, right? And then they injected me with Viagra, and they gave me these shorts, and now I have a boner.
Okay, hold
And I
on,
can't
hold
get
on.
rid of it, yo.
Have you felt your ass? Because if
What
you can't
about
feel
them
your
shoes?
ass, if you can't feel your
Yeah,
ass,
they made me wear the
then
shoes.
something really bad happens.
Nah, I can feel my ass. It was like, they put a knife to my throat, and they was like, if you don't wear these shoes and wear these shorts, we're gonna kill you. And I'm like, I mean, man's ain't gonna, trying to die out here, so...
Can I
And
ask
then,
you already?
Oh no!
wearing a hat on the cake?
Wait! Yeah. That's the part. So this happened. So I was walking down after they embarrassed me and made me wear this bullshit. I was walking down to the train station and I saw Harry Potter and that ginger fuck Ron Weasley run into the wall, and I was like, wait, where does that lead to? So I ran into the wall too
Ginger
at
fuck?
first. Yeah.
Wow.
So I ran into the wall first as well, and I kind of had a concussion because I hit my head pretty hard.
Alright.
It was like, wrong fucking platform, you dumb fuck. And I was like, oh, okay, calm down. I ran into the right one, and then we
you
took the
woke up.
flying car to Hogwarts, and then that fucking old fuck, what's his name again? Dumbledore or some shit like that, right? So I met that nigga, right? And then he gave me this, the wand and the cape book and all this bullshit. And it was like, you're gonna have to start, saying Bible verses and all. All right, say no more, cuz, say no more. But you, by reading Bible verses, and then he kicked me out for being too sexual with the teachers bullshit, and then here. It was a
What
magical
story.
adventure.
What a
It was a
Wow.
really
story.
good adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was really magical. Like
Yeah, and as I was coming back, right, I saw this big booty bitch in the subway, and then Cupid came out of nowhere, cousin, hit me in the back with an arrow, and I was like, yo, Wagwan, what you saying my size? And then she was like, nah, fuck you, and I was like, yo, bitch, say that one more time, and I'll RKO you onto the platform, you dickhead. And then here I am.
I feel like I need about 4 more shots of gin to like really quite grasp this.
Rough.
I'm just wondering why have you got a
And
big ass
then-
boner?
and then-
wondering why you got that boner.
I just told you, the hobo's injecting me with
We had to
Viagra and
forgot
shit.
Viagra.
Okay. I'm with you.
I didn't know Butthead was here. Hey, Butthead.
Hey,
What up?
welcome back, Butthead. The
Hey,
basically
yo, Butthead, bro.
Thank you.
If you could donate this starving African child 100 lindens a week, it'd be most appreciated. Thank you.
He doesn't need it.
he does
Hey, African brother, even though you're white, I love you.
you.
Donate me, please. Thank you.
What?
I need to eat, cuz. I need to eat, fam. Yo, donate me, cuz. Please, man.
I can offer you.
Another close up, man. Let me beg into the camera, yo. You can hear me. Yo, man. Yeah, there's starving
Man, what,
Africans, but there's an
Ethiopia?
African starving right here, nigga. Yo, feed me, cuz. 100 lindens a week.
I think the debate is over now, Alex. We
No,
can't have a sit.
No, you know,
Not with this, no.
that basically, yeah, this is just another typical example of Second Life, you know.
Yeah.
You always get these random people that's like TPN, and they're
know.
genuine. It's not faking it. He's actually starving.
Genuine, right?
He's actually
No,
starving.
he's not.
Like he's not
Check the
lying.
statistics,
He's not
right?
lying.
Nah.
He got
Big shot, bomb, 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 right?
He got injected with
Those look like garden hose,
some
right?
shit to give him a boner for like longer than 5
2 plus 2
minutes.
is 4 minus 1 is 3.
You know.
Quick maths, right?
That's quick maths. You are a sharp kid. You are really sharp.
Thank you. I got like what is it, an E in my fucking maths and shit, even though I thought I would have got an A. Kind of failed right
E
there,
for
but you know, we
excellent,
don't tell people about that though. Then in my DT exam, right, in high school, like, it was so fucking boring. I was like, there was like different types of wood, and I was like, nigga, they didn't teach us this shit, the fuck? So I just took a nap and fell asleep, and I woke up after the exam and I was like, shit.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Okay.
The question is, yeah, how do you feel about wizards on Second Life?
Well, I am a wizard after going to Hogwarts and being injected with Viagra. I feel like us wizards out here need to, get voice in Second
Okay,
Life because
is this
people be dissing us all the time.
is this a new like role play thing that's going on Second Life? People
It's
being
not
wizards.
role play, it's
But hold
real
on,
life,
let me
nigga, the fuck
finish.
you mean?
Let me finish. Is this a new thing that's okay? Not role play. Is this a new
Another
thing that's
fucking
going on that
close-up.
people become
Listen,
wizards and they get
Second Life
injected
is
with like?
real.
Wait,
It's
hold on.
real.
Okay,
It's
okay.
real.
Well, is this
It's
a new
real.
thing? Is this a new thing where people pretend to? I mean, the role play being wizards, yeah, and get injected with what do you call it, Viagra? Is this a new thing that's going on?
Okay, I wasn't a wizard when I got injected, okay? And I didn't learn the spell yet to take that shit down, so...
Okay,
like,
but how
I'm
many
kinda
wands
stuck
have you
out
got?
Wait,
there.
hold
right
on.
now?
What the
How many wands? Because I see sticks sticking out all over your avatar right now. Look at that. One coming out of your
Yeah,
back,
you kinda
one coming out
right.
of your hand, one coming out of your pants. Like there's sticks everywhere. And I'm like,
Yo, to be fair, man, I was in a class with Hermione, right? And that bitch kept touching me up, so I don't know if it's actually Viagra. I just still have a boner.
okay, I see. What? Have you got anything to say?
Gymnastic.
You want to say about this? What?
You think this is a game, Alex? People die.
No,
Okay.
it's real life, man. They
The-
die, they respawn at the house, okay? It's real. It's real. Wait, what did I just say? Respawn? No, this is a game, nigga. The fuck you mean?
No,
Oh, you think?
that this is not a game? It's a social experiment. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a virtual reality, okay?
It's all a grand way to discover just how we all really feel on the inside without fearing retribution.
Exactly. So, Hennessy, now tell us more about yourself, innit? Like, what brings you to Second
what would
Life
you like to
apart
know?
from like getting injected with Viagra? And
What
having
did you do
boners?
before the war?
Yes.
Okay, this happened. So I was homeless before I came to Second Life. Then I came to Second Life and I became a hoe and a hooker and a stripper and an escort. And I made enough lindies to like cash out. And now I live in a big mansion in Dubai.
Yeah,
And
see?
yet, you require 100 London a week to fuel your
It's
dog
like,
out.
okay, this is how the rich stay rich, little nigga. This is how we do. We beg, okay? We
Oh, is
beg.
it? I
We
don't think
beg.
so. No,
Yes,
we
we do.
take. We
Yes, we do.
take.
Okay,
The necromonger
beg.
way, mate.
Just think
You
about
keep
this,
what you
right?
kill, mate.
Amazon
That's how it
have
works.
offers on daily, right? That's technically begging if they, discount 40% discount if you buy this shit right now. That's technically begging if you theoretically, logically, telepathically think about that shit.
You want to try that one again? I'm still listening.
No.
But like that whole thing, that whole string you just didn't make any fucking
Yes,
sense.
I just want to take a
It
shot right
does.
now. Let's
It
just take a
does.
shot.
Yes, let's take a shot together.
Yeah, let's all take a shot.
All right.
Because
Here's to the empire
Okay,
we
Ron
love,
Weasley,
Alec.
let's take a shot then. I'll see you in Hogwarts after this.
okay,
Quite so, sir.
okay.
I'll see you
On a
there.
count of three. On a
Yes,
count of
go
three, I want
ahead, Will.
everybody to say vivacious. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, what was that?
Vivacious.
The fuck is
I
that?
don't think that's a word, Alex.
Yeah, no.
It's just
But you
I-
could've
You
just-
just made
He's talking about Viva.
yeah, you could have just said it. Jesus Christ. Well done.
no, I can't say
It's the
something I
Empire.
don't.
How
No,
about
but she
that?
goes 81 guy.
Alex
Yeah,
is the
you know,
worst.
I'm gonna need
Is
someone to
that
kick
worse? I
Caddy off
like
the
it.
couch.
Come on.
There was
What
someone
are
to
we
kick
in
Caddy off
Star
the couch.
Wars?
No. We're talking like
Can I sit on
old,
this
like, see that flag on his
Oh.
chair? That's what we're talking about here.
Oh
Why do I
my
have to sit
god.
down here?
That's-
Why do I
It's a
have to sit
joke.
on the floor?
It's a joke.
What is this bullshit?
Look at you, where you belong.
Change your pose.
See this? You'll get a close up on my face, man. That's why you should donate me Lindy's, man. The black man has to sit on the floor. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Oh,
No, the
really?
you sitting on the floor has nothing to do tonight with Alex London. It has nothing to do with that. You chose to sit on the floor.
What's the topic? What's the topic?
The topic
It's
is
topic.
how do you feel about drinking today? How do you feel about that?
Fucking amazing.
Okay.
But
And
we actually taking a shot, or like,
I took
what-
one
what we
already.
doing?
Where are you
You
guys? Where
sit
have you
your
got
black
today?
ass down.
Cannot. It's forbidden.
I think only 4
Oh.
people can fit on this chair, right? Is it?
No, that
Yeah, that's why I have
woman
to sit on the fucking
No,
floor.
I think
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
click, I think if you click the
Why is that?
animations, then click the animations, you can change.
I can't.
There was a
do
corner
this.
spot.
If this turns into
Click
an
on
orgy,
the
yeah, I'm gonna
chair.
cut the cameras, mate, because
Nah, keep
Shit.
them
Nah,
on.
let it roll.
Pornhub.
There you go.
Okay.
That's better.
Wait,
there you go.
There you are,
see,
mate. Perfect.
How did you do that?
I honestly I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Yeah, how did
Head.
Let me
Oh,
take a photo
butthead.
of you.
Come join the couch as well.
Yeah,
Yo,
Alex,
hey,
I wanna
butthead.
agree.
Yo, hey, hold on. There's somebody in here around right now that hasn't had any
Input.
prime
Dick?
time or anything, and his
Yeah.
name is Butthead.
I thought we meant saying
He's an
names.
audience man.
Well, it's not his actual name, is it? You know,
Oh,
You know what
that's
his first
true.
name was?
but
His name was Mitty Freshness, and for the longest time I thought it was Mitty Fresh Nuts.
okay.
yeah, that's what it should be.
We see what you be thinking about. Shit, minty fresh nuts.
Yo, Mitty, are you even there?
No,
He
he's
is.
AFK.
No, he's not.
Or
Hey,
You sure?
hey, Minka, if I had like minty fresh nuts,
You
would
guys
you let
can't
me
hear
teabag
me
you?
from way over there. I've
Yes.
tried speaking a few times.
Look, there he is. If you guys will shut up,
Hey,
You're
butthead,
just
they come
Butthead.
over here. They come into view.
get over here.
Yeah, get over here.
get over here.
Guys, this is another thing for people who may be watching, yeah. The second live
Scorpion.
is full of like shy people as well, you know. There's some people, not everybody's
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
There's like some shy people out there as well, you know.
Yeah, it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
Speak
There
for
we
your
are.
fucking self.
Welcome to
Here
the
it
show,
is.
sir.
Here he
Hi,
is.
Butthead.
Hey, butthead, how
Yeah.
you doing? Where did you go?
My
Is it-
butthead has to sit on the floor.
Perfect.
The afro is
Fine.
kidding me right now.
Get up. I don't know how Hennessy did it, but
Hey
Oh, you
guys,
offered me friendship before, Butthead. Sorry, I didn't know who you were. Sorry, Butthead.
oh you see, butthead, you see how you make new
Minka,
friends.
Minka, I
We
wanna show you
need to
something,
be is
okay?
around the right people. You know.
Hold on, wait. I want to say something, Minka. Okay, look,
Oh,
that's me offering friendship, right?
is it bigger than a baby's arm?
It's like holding an app.
Okay, now all of y'all are in fucking. Yeah, but you're gonna come and troll me though. You're Hennessy, right? I can't keep up with everyone's fucking old.
See, when I do that, now we're not friends
you
anymore
Hennessy?
because of what you just said.
Oh,
That's what's going on.
my
One
God.
one fucking account.
wow.
Yeah, exactly. Me too, Sharp.
Wow.
That's it. Consisted
See,
of
that's how
one.
big
Same one
people
for
are
12
here.
years.
Guys.
Oh, look at Butthead.
Let's get back
Whoa,
on topic, innit?
Hiding.
Alright. That we was
Hiding.
taking
Like,
shots
you go.
before we was taking shots before we was
Bruh.
rudely interrupted.
I ain't taking no shots, Reed boy.
Okay, but if you can't handle
Wow.
it, mate, you know. If you want to run
Why
around
is your
second
ass so
left,
hard?
if you want to run around second left, acting like a wizard and not getting drunk with the lads, yeah, it's fair game
With
to
the
you,
lads.
mate.
I mean, like, you can be a drunk wizard. That's even better.
Yeah, it's up, yeah, it's up with the lads.
I think there's too much testosterone in here right now.
Yeah, look at the
Wow.
only girls here. Where's Elsie?
Yeah. Okay,
Fucking
guys,
hell.
that we
No,
need
wasn't-
another girl. We need another girl in here. We need some more girls.
No,
in
no,
here.
Yes.
Evie's online.
Evie's on,
Evie.
yeah, she's online. You know, I miss
Yeah, but
fucking
just-
Shay
Alright,
Shay.
just
I
TP.
miss
There's somebody
Shay
TP
Shay.
Evie. If she comes, she comes. If she don't, she don't.
She doesn't talk much though. Let me
Yeah.
TP.
Anyway, and guys, 3, 2, 1, go.
More of a one-on-one.
Evie.
You know.
Offer teleport.
I talk a lot, but you guys won't shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry,
This is
dude.
it.
Jesus Christ, who
That's what I
TP
was
this
gonna say
angry
about
midget?
him.
God damn it. You was cool. You was the shy one, man. About 2 minutes ago, all of a sudden you're screaming and shouting at everybody. My God.
What you got to do is you got to turn Alex down.
Yeah.
Start.
What do you mean, yeah, Minka? What's wrong with you? I'm about to zoom into him, and you got my full attention, dude. Hey, butthead. Hey, butthead. Then what brings you to second life?
Yeah. Get on mic, but
Oh,
Oh,
you're
shut-
pre-warned that
Drink my
Alex
ass
gets
back.
more obnoxious the more he drinks.
No, it's alright.
You know what, yeah? You guys, yeah, I'm
There
been
he
trying to listen to
goes.
Butthead, yeah. Who's
We're
obnoxious?
good.
I'm the one trying to
Yeah,
listen to
we're
this
good,
guy, and
we're
you guys
good.
keep on talking. You don't just shut up. Like,
and
this
he's
is the
off,
guy.
ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. Butthead, the mic is yours. What brings you to Second Life?
No.
Boredom.
That's a good reason.
See, mic drop.
That's a fantastic reason.
Boredom.
And yeah, I just lost
Yo,
Wow.
I just lost like 5,000 views. Everybody just logged the
That's
fuck
real
out.
No,
deliberate.
see, Alex, what he's saying is that Second Life is such a fun place that he comes here to escape the boredom of reality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
actually,
one thing, you know, you may be upset and a little bit like you're just bored or whatever, but look at the positive side. I know there's no way on God's earth that you are walking around in real life with an afro like that. Yet on Second Life you can do it.
You'd be surprised, Dan.
You should be happy.
Actually, that's a very conservative look compared to what he really looked like.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
is he white with an afro?
no,
White?
white.
Is
That would be
white?
frightening.
he's
Yeah,
white,
he's
but he's not an afro. He's got like a beard down to his balls.
And a bald head. I know his avatar's like flipped in it. He's got like an afro but no beard.
Yeah. He's
Guys, let's
Yeah,
talk
but he's-
about
He
let's talk about mesh penises and mesh vaginas. How do you guys feel about that?
wow.
Well,
Sorry.
Who's been shopping for the latest sexual
You have, obviously.
no, I
I
haven't.
mean, they're alright
Obviously.
proposing, but like, why the fuck do you need it, really? Let's be real. No
should
one's
get a
getting
mesh
on,
penis
on
for,
two
like-
fucking avatars pose ball sex. Alright?
I'm-
No one's getting that.
It's true. You know what? Yeah, one time I had like pose ball sex with somebody. I'm not gonna mention the name right now.
No,
yeah.
you
But like the whilst I
For
was
the what?
fucking
Yeah.
them, the whilst I was banging them on the pose balls, I was cooking dinner, having a few drinks, talking to my friend on WhatsApp. It was like wonderful. Like she wasn't even complaining. She was like,
That's
"Ooh,
multitasking, there
She was
you
like
go.
screaming and like fucking spanking her pussy and everything. And I was doing all this stuff. I was like, I'm
Right, I'm
good right
sorry.
now. I'm
Was
fucking
this on
good.
was this on voice or was this on type?
It was a bit of both. It
Was-
was like voice, a little bit this, a little bit that. You know.
But that,
Hey,
there's no
you-
such thing as a bit of both when it comes to that. Come on.
Yeah, it's either voice
One or
or
the
face.
other.
It was voice
Yeah.
or what? Did you say that again?
It's either
Well, voice or
or-
nothing for me, but that's...
No, it was voice.
voice, text, or video.
No, it was voice. It was voice. It was voice. It was,
Exactly.
it was voice. It was voice. And it was video
So she
actually.
could hear. So
And-
she
and
could
it's
hear
video.
the fried. She could hear the pan frying and shit like that. She's
Yeah,
like, "Ooh, Alex, ooh, bigger."
Yeah, no, you know what? I
blah,
think she was on. I think she was time limited because her husband wasn't far away. Yeah, so it's like that she was just trying to get what she can when she can.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
Take what she can
quickie
get, I
in
suppose,
real life
right?
As well
Exactly.
as as well. Okay.
All I can remember is like, hurry up because my husband's coming back. I was like, yeah, girl, I'm just like frying up some bacon and some eggs and.
Maybe that was part of the.
And she's like, oh yeah, baby.
Cook
Oh my
fun.
But the thing
Yeah,
in
pure
regards to the mesh,
intimacy right
in
there.
regards to the mesh vaginas and penises, I think they're only really good if you're like an escort in here, and you need to, spend lots of lindens on your avatar so you can make money.
I think that this is my personal opinion. The penises and vaginas are only good as the person who you're fucking, as good as their graphics cards, to be honest. Because
Wait,
I'm not
what?
gonna lie, the 90% of people on Second Life have shit graphics cards. And it doesn't matter what your
yeah.
avatar looks like or how much money you spend on these
Yeah.
upgrades and stuff like that, yeah? You're still gonna look like regular. It's like you're not special. You know?
I see.
It's Evie. Evie,
Yeah, he's
hello.
11.
Hello, Evie.
Guys, just for the record, we do not say whole avatar names. Okay, I'm just putting out there.
Oh
We do
my
not say
God.
whole avatar
That's why I say
names.
11.
Yes, they're not usernames. They're only like names. They're no usernames.
I forget that you're filming. He's filming, Evie. So,
Oh yeah.
It's a
big now
documentary
Fair warning.
about, the future and where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are we gonna take another shot or what's going on right now?
Wait,
You should
what
ask
are you taking
Evie.
shots of, mate?
I was
I feel like we need a bigger couch. Like, oh god. We need a double
This has
decker
been really
couch.
successful.
We need a
Alex,
double decker couch.
Should I put up my other couch?
Evie.
I don't know
Yeah, go on.
if these guys want to sit down. I don't think they really want to sit down, but if they do,
I
then
think they do.
yeah, there is
I
the
think
the,
they've
Oh,
been
you got-
sand
there
for
is a
a long
couch.
time.
There is a couch. I know Butthead. He
Yeah.
definitely needs to sit down. He looking angry right now. He looking mad angry.
Evie.
Yo, Henny.
Hello.
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 It's all the same shit.
Solid.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm about to have breakfast.
Oh yeah, it's early for you, right?
Oh, I
It's a
don't
horrible
know.
way to wake up.
You're being like
No, I've been
Oh my
awake
God.
for like 2 hours, stupid.
Evie. Just so you know, you're being live streamed onto YouTube right now.
Oh. Fuck you, everyone.
That morning breath is killing me.
It's alright, no
Not
one's
gonna lie.
watching it.
I've been awake for 2 hours. I don't just sit. I don't just wake up and just start scoffing.
But
Breakfast, you
did you
fucking-
brush your teeth though? That's the main
Of course I did. I'm not white.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit. What?
That's
I didn't know about that stereotype.
No, that's a bit.
Wow.
New for me.
At least you never said British. I hate it when people are like British people got bad teeth. But
No, I never
it's
say
good.
that.
At least you said right. You just like
What?
the
That's
narrow
very
down.
common for white people to not brush their teeth.
Anything to put the
Anyway.
white people down.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
right.
Now,
That's what we need.
what's your definition of right? What's your definition?
No.
I wanna
Um,
check it.
I was
Reduced
gonna give
melanin
you a
content.
definition.
It's a lot of race. It's a lot of racism in here right now. Look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Hold
it.
on. I gotta balance it out.
There wasn't no racism in here before you got in here. Shit.
Oh shit.
It's something we're debating racial relations. That's what it is.
Okay, guys, let's talk about. You know what? Let's talk about
let's
racism
not.
on
Come
Second
on.
Life.
No,
Let's
no,
talk
no.
about that. Is racism on Second Life
let's
really a
not.
thing? No, hold on. The first of all, I got a number of questions to ask, and I want everybody to answer these questions. Yeah.
Wow.
But first of all, is racism on Second Life really a thing?
No, because
se-
you can be whatever race you want.
And second of all, yeah, is that would you consider everybody to be racist?
Yeah, everybody's racist.
I'm
You know what?
racist. I'm
Everybody
racist.
is
to
racist.
everyone.
Yeah, it's natural. You seek out your own
No,
tribe, as it were.
Or they're
just the way it is.
discriminatory. I wouldn't call it racism. I'd call it discriminatory.
But is discrimination a word used to hide actual racism?
Maybe.
I
No.
don't know. I
No,
don't really think.
because
Is
the
that-
discrimination
Is that
really.
I was having this debate with somebody the other day, yeah, and but basically they're saying that there's a whole type of discrimination, like workplace discrimination, where as people would be racist, yeah, and not let people of a certain race go above a certain level. and
Oh yeah.
they described it as this like discrimination or whatever, where it's clearly racism, and the fact that
No, sorry. I think we're using the terms completely wrong, and it's annoying me.
okay, go on.
Okay,
Like,
so racism means to have a fear of something or a fear of
Yeah.
a race. Discrimination is when you act on that fear or that prejudice against someone and actually takes it into a different realm where you're not meant to discriminate, and there's legal stuff around it and all the rest of it. So like racism and discrimination are like, one is to feel something and one is to act on it, just so we're clear.
okay, so racism is to feel upon something. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
to feel
discrimination.
upon something.
And discrimination, yeah, is to look,
the
yeah,
act
to
of
get your
love,
mind
yeah.
out of the gutter, yeah. You can't
Yeah.
be like, ooh, you can't be
No,
like, ooh,
you said
political
feel
1 minute,
upon, I
yeah.
don't know.
I'll be
Yeah,
back in a
no,
minute, guys.
your head is to take your head out of the gutter, and discrimination is to act upon it. So therefore, discrimination is worse than racism. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
I
So
think,
you
you know,
can be racist and just have your, whatever your thoughts and feelings, but it doesn't necessarily mean you act on it or you have any impact on anyone else's life. But if you actually can discriminate against someone, so if you're in a position of power and you're deciding who gets a job and you're a racist and you use that prejudice to take the person who you prefer on the basis of color or whatever, then you're discriminating against them.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you
Yeah.
clarified that, because there's a lot of people.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of people out here that didn't actually know that and didn't really care to like.
yeah.
Because they're so stuck up in their own opinions, mentioning our name shop. Yeah, like it's like it's like they didn't even like. Okay, it was me.
But-
I'm joking. It was me. Okay, but
Wow.
I'm drunk, innit? So you can I can't be excused, but I'm glad you
I don't think
clarified
it
that.
really. I don't think it really happens as much in here. But then, whatever. I'm a white girl, so I don't.
You know what? To be honest, yeah, I think there's a lot of racism in here, but there's not a lot of discrimination. The now that it's been clarified, yeah, I don't think there's a lot because
think-
there's a lot of people that
Yeah.
be like calling me all types of names and shit, yeah. However, they still
they're just
TP me.
racist.
Yeah, and they TP me because they want to hang around with me and shit like that, So it's clearly not
They
like
can't
discrimination.
actually affect. They can't affect the trajectory of your life or career or have any impact on
No.
you in reality. If they stopped you from purchasing a sim or living on a lot because
Yeah.
Or
of
got
your
you banned.
race, then or got you banned,
Caddy,
then that
they-
would be discrimination.
Caddy, that you just brought my whole reporting game to a whole new level.
You're gonna apply for racism?
No, fuck racism. We're turning this shit up a notch. We're gonna report motherfuckers for discrimination. Like shit.
I will say the word racism has a more dramatic emotional effect.
It
Yeah, it
does.
does.
Than-
It does.
than
it
discrimination
does. Yeah,
does.
it does. It
So,
does.
if you're talking
Just
about
like-
like following
that
a
was
report, you have to
personal.
remember the people reading those reports are human and therefore react emotionally.
But the thing
So,
is,
race
you see the thing with
is a more powerful thing
discrimination,
to say.
yeah. You see the thing with discrimination can fuck you up, yeah, without you even knowing. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, for example, if you're
Yeah.
in your workplace, because this has happened to me. If you're in your workplace, yeah, that this is like my previous job, yeah, and there's somebody of a higher level than you, yeah, hates you for no reason. You don't even know why. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like they're
Yeah,
discriminating
but you know,
against you, yeah.
there's
Yeah, and it's
there's
like
conscious and unconscious.
no, this shit is
discrimination.
conscience. That this motherfucker knows.
Well,
this
right,
shit,
but
that's
what
why
what
Kelly's saying is
that's
right,
why I
there
had
is
to have a
conscious
private
and-
conversation with him and tell him how easy people disappear.
Yes.
You know, I'm joking. I'm not even
But-
joking.
That was so
Just,
good.
but what I'm trying to say is someone could discriminate against you and not necessarily be a racist. It might not be a conscious thing. So being a racist is like quite a strong thing to say. It means that someone has actively chosen to embrace the fear that they're feeling about another race or another or whatever it is. But like you can discriminate just someone unconsciously because we've all picked up these, things.
You know what? Can I stop you right there? It's subconsciously, Mrs. You corrected me earlier.
No, I want to think you're
Unconsciously means you're not even
unconscious.
awake.
but you know the thing is,
In your
yeah,
dreams.
you know
Hold
the,
on,
okay,
guys.
okay,
Subconscious.
let's be real about this, yeah. Discrimination is basically always based upon like the majority of the time, yeah. The racism, like gender, you know, like if you got like gays or
Can I-
whatever and stuff.
Alex, can I jump in here for just a second?
Okay, just jump
Right,
in.
so-
Yeah, whenever I feel like talking, just jump in. Feel free. Yeah, feel free to just
So-
jump in and just like cut me out. Yeah, just go ahead.
Quick thing, all right? So I'm a middle manager, okay? I've been accused of being racist in the past.
You are a racist.
Yeah, you are racist.
Oh,
Wait.
really?
We're not
Okay.
denying-
Yeah.
You know that. We
Yeah.
know
Also,
that. We all know
what
that.
accent do you have? Where are you from? What's his accent?
He's like a Brit living in America, I think.
Yes.
What?
Precisely.
He sounds like
Living
Sherlock
in
Holmes. You can't get more English than this
America.
motherfucker.
See, that's
Shit.
what
Yeah,
happens. You
he's-
move to America and then you
accent
ramp
has
up the
been
English
polluted.
accents more. Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Anyway,
very
like I was
true.
trying to get to, right, was that I've been falsely accused of being racist against someone.
It sounds-
And I've
sounds
had
like
to have this
Squidward.
discussion with them. It's not
But that did
because
you
of your
call them-
race that
that
I
did you
don't
call
like
them
you.
the N-word
It's
by
because you're
accident?
immensely unproductive.
Yeah,
But
but you
you call
can't
them
really
the
call
N-word
yourself
by accident because, like, regardless of whether accident or not, you're still a racist. You know.
The problem is, you know what? It's intention. Nobody can judge intention. You may not be intended.
That's what I'm getting at. Like the
It's
amount of
your
No, you
times,
can judge intention.
the amount
Because-
of times that people falsely attribute discrimination
Oh, it's gone
against them
from
to
one time
racism.
to the amount of times now.
No,
Like,
it's
Jesus
sorry,
Christ.
discrimination's not just about race though. So there are 9 protected characteristics, right? So having a disability, gender, pregnancy, like there's 9 of them. So
Right.
age is one of them.
There's even
And
pictures.
you can like unbiasedly not be a racist and still discriminate against someone.
You're right.
Because
I can discriminate
what
against
makes
someone
you
for being
think-
unproductive.
Yeah, but why do
That's
you
not
think they're
protected.
unproductive?
No, but
Why
that's
do you
not
Because they're a
discrimination.
they have a terrible work ethic.
You know, I think there's only one cure for racism.
That's what I'm getting at, though, is those people who are immensely unproductive and they feel discriminated against as a result of that. They disproportionately tend to attribute such thing to race if it's an option to them.
You know the thing is, you know productivity.
Yeah, I would.
I'm
you,
sorry.
you see the thing with
Butthead?
productivity, yeah.
What?
You see the thing with productivity, yeah. Everybody's going to vary. That human beings are not machines. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to
No,
take
you're
into,
right.
you have to take into consideration people's capabilities. Like it doesn't. Okay,
Alex,
if somebody's
Alex.
trying harder than somebody else, yeah. If somebody's putting in the effort and they're really trying hard, but their productivity is less than the person who's like that
Mhm.
basically looks like they're doing nothing. It doesn't make it like they're not. You know, it's like
No, you're right. And that's another thing, too. I would never fault someone for trying their best but still falling short. I'm not going to fault them for that, okay? I'm talking about the
Fault
people
them.
who are willfully deciding to be as absolutely minimum as they possibly can. And those are the people
that happens
that
a lot.
tend to try and
Yeah.
say
Those
that you're
people-
discriminating against them based upon their race. And it's ridiculous.
I find myself
But bear in
constantly
mind,
at work. I find myself constantly at work here saying like, you know, that we do what we can and then we just leave. You know, we do what we
Yeah,
can and then
you
leave.
do
You
your
know,
best,
like,
you
yeah,
work as
we
hard as
do-
you can,
Yeah,
and you get out.
exactly. We work the best we can and then leave. You know, and that's the end of
And
it. But
everybody goes
however,
home.
Yeah,
It's true, you know,
you always get those few
a lot-
people who's like, oh, like I understand what you're saying. They're just like, you know, but
You know, people attribute characteristics to race, which is a problem. I always tell people, don't be racist.
Mhm.
Try and isolate the characteristic that you don't like, and be against that characteristic rather than trying
Yeah.
to attribute it to a race.
but you know the
if you
thing
don't
is,
like stupid people in general, don't say, "Oh, I don't like this person," or "I don't like these people because they're stupid." No, just say, "I don't like
you see, this is the
stupid
thing. You see,
people."
racism, yeah. The racism is bred into people. Like a lot of people that don't realize. Like, imagine this, yeah. For years, yeah. For generations, yeah. Like this is just an example, yeah. That black people have been like in America and in England, yeah. Every time like a Caucasian person or whatever committed a crime, or whatever, and the police come around, and I'm talking like from centuries ago, yeah. The police will come around, like these people would be like, oh, it's a black person, or it's an Asian person, or it's this, because it's clearly like the opposite of their race. Do you know what I'm saying? And the black people, I mean, the police officers would be like, yeah, it's it was a black person or it's this person, and then it's just like multipliers, and then it's like all of a sudden now everybody's got their stereotypes. Do you know what I'm saying? Every nationality has their own stereotype. I don't want to say the stereotypes and that because I don't want to like.
No, say it.
I don't want to
Say it.
entertain. I don't want to entertain that even more. Do you know what I'm saying? But there are a lot of people
But
now. Like the stereotypes are bred into people. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's that a lot of people would like be that subconsciously, oh, this type of like you don't even realize it. You know, as soon as when everything's nice, yeah, when everybody's happy, everything's alright. But as soon as that shit starts hitting the fan, that this person's acting like this because of that, or that person acting like this because of that, or that person smells like that because of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or and it's like, those kind of stereotypes have to be like washed out of genes, like because it's
Remember when
it's in
Alex
people's
told
blood.
Epic?
Just so you know, I was right, Sharp.
Oh fuck off! What is this thing?
Just,
So you're saying that
Unconscious
the media,
or
so
implicit
you're saying that it's
biases.
the media's fault that they perpetuate racist stereotypes.
Yeah.
I think he was saying
and
that
you know
it's
stereotypes
cultural
in general.
The fact that you had to look that up means I was right.
Check this out, yeah.
I knew what I was saying.
Guys, check this out, yeah.
Sorry.
Guys, check this out. Everything has progressed in life, like technology's progressed, like our lifespan has progressed. Everything's progressed in life here, apart from stereotypes. Everything still is stereotypical. Everything other than stereotypes, has progressed in life.
Yeah.
You know,
Because the
apart
media the media needs a good versus evil all the time. They need that narrative to sell newspapers. They need that narrative to sell clicks on the internet. So as long as they're using the racist narrative to sell shit, you just need a different narrative to sell shit.
exactly. If
Take
it's not
away the racism,
if it's not racism and then it's religious issues,
sexism,
you know.
or it's homophobic.
Yeah, or
Some other
homophobia.
big
Yeah,
issue.
yeah. And if it's not one of those, it's all of those fighting against each other. You know.
Yeah.
So people underestimate the power of humor, and if you really look at it,
Power of human
the
or
best
humanity.
thing in this world is humor, and it really does cross, like it can diffuse the most tense situations, including racism. You know what I mean?
But have you ever told a joke?
I feel like in the times where people were chasing people to fucking lynch them turning around and busting
That's
a
been a
joke
long
weren't
time.
really gonna sort it, was it?
That's a long time ago. Goodness.
It wasn't that long ago. To be
It was
fair.
quite a long time.
No, it's not.
What, in South
it's-
Africa, was it quite a long
That's
time?
happening
No,
now
it-
in South Africa, but it's the
It
other way
is,
around,
yeah.
isn't it?
You know the
No,
thing is-
I'm sorry.
No, you know the thing is,
Yeah,
it
man.
doesn't matter.
It is happening.
Okay,
I just think that, like-
did I say?
Oh,
Hold on.
that is happening in South Africa.
Hold
To
on.
the African population.
Hold on, guys, check this out. Yeah, imagine this year. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. It doesn't matter. But just think about it like this. Okay, your great granddad or your great granddad got lynched for being black. Now look at it like that.
My
Now look at it like that.
My
Because it wasn't that long ago.
great-grandfather
If you look at it like that, it
ended
wasn't that long
slavery.
ago. You know, it wasn't not at all.
as part of the Royal Navy,
Yeah, but you
they
gotta
brought
put
an end
yourself-
to the Atlantic slave trade.
Yeah, Azrael, but you got to put yourself in his shoes. Like if it was.
No,
your
what I'm
older-
saying is, it's like people sit there and they act like because of a race, right? You're guilty of it. It's like
Yeah,
no.
right.
That you're not
doesn't mean you're
guilty. That
guilty
you're
of
not
it.
guilty. That nobody's guilty. Yeah, unless they're entertaining that shit. You know, instead of okay,
Perhaps
okay,
it's not how
okay.
it
Now check
is.
this out. No, hold on. Let me speak for a second. You got like some Caucasian people. Yeah, I'm gonna say Caucasians, like white people. Yeah, and they, like defending themselves. Yeah.
Say Caucasians.
No, I'm gonna say Caucasians. Like you got some Caucasian
Just say
people
white
defending
people. What's the
themselves.
big deal with that?
No, okay, you got white people defending themselves who had
There's
nothing to do
different
with this.
types of white people.
Why are you defending yourself? That you're not traumatized.
Listen,
The
okay,
people
Alex,
imagine
listen.
imagine like for example like what I just said about your great granddad and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're trying to explain. You know what? That maybe he could have still been alive now. Well, he could have still been alive like in
Alex,
within a
Alex,
generation or whatever.
You have to
but,
understand.
like because of some
I live
racist
south
abuse
of
or some
Detroit,
shit like that.
okay?
Yeah? Like
All
it's
right?
the- you know.
And here, there is a dramatic cultural blame based upon race alone,
Oh my god, your accent bothers me so much.
I like it.
Why?
Your accent bothers me.
I like it. I like his
like his
accent. I like
It
his
is
accent.
because it's a fake accent. It's like you're pretending to be British. It's weird.
Evie, stop
Still-
being
What the fuck
mean.
does
That
that
was
even
so
mean?
mean. Does she
I'm not allowed to
come?
share my opinion.
Racist.
You know, the Evie comes from the heart. She loves you
I
really,
think
yeah.
there's-
But
there's
the
quite a
only
few
way she knows how to
triggered
show
people
that
in
she
there,
loves you
innit?
is by being mean to you.
Everyone's a little bit triggered.
I know, calm down.
It's
So,
happened. It's
I'm
happened.
quite tipsy now. I'm enjoying it.
But
but
can I
yeah.
just? I want to remind the group of something. About 3 years ago, we were in a similar setting, but it
Shut
wasn't a
up,
fucking
bitch!
talk
Nobody
show.
cares. Only joking.
And Alex called Epic, or Alex told Epic that he smells like a fucking wet dog because he's white.
Oh my
Remember
god!
Why
No,
are you
that's
making
not
up
what
shit
he
for?
said.
Why are you
That's
making
not
up
what he
shit
said.
like that? No,
That's
no,
not what
no,
he
I
said.
didn't say. Hold
He
on,
said
guys.
Epic white people smell like a wet dog.
Hold on, everybody. I didn't say Caucasian people smell like wet dogs. Okay, I said the Epic was being really racist and rude at the time, and I said, I could say like the stereotypical thing that people would say, and that's like white people will smell like wet dogs when it rains and shit like that. I said I could say that, but I didn't. But you know why I
When it
didn't say
rains.
that? You know why I didn't say that? Because I'm a mature adult. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh fuck, that was so funny.
Next subject.
Oh god!
You're the ones introducing the subjects.
Okay, so the next
Can we
subject,
talk about Iran then?
the next subject will be
No,
everybody
I'm
shall
upset
block
there.
Evie because she clearly has nothing positive to say. She just came here to disrupt.
What do you mean?
She just came here to
Yeah, that was a
disrupt the
bit
group. The first of all, she's calling the
I'm
first
from Reading, you fucking cunt.
What?
the first of all, she calling Azriel a racist, and then she calling me a racist. Like
I didn't call him a racist.
yeah, you
Did I?
did. You said I called.
I didn't.
You said I said
Catalyst.
particularly like white people smell like wet dogs, and you said Azriel don't like black people.
I didn't
and
say
his
he's.
English
I didn't say he's a
accent- his English
racist.
accent
I called
offends
him a
you.
racist.
You
Yeah, I
know?
got a question. Evie, have you been affected by those wildfires in any way?
Yeah, the smoke.
Hopefully, I mean, sorry.
Oh, okay. Why? Hopefully, that's kind of rude.
So wait, what's
I
going
didn't
on
mean
there?
that.
You, like,
How do you
you
think
see-
Yeah,
that's
I can
rude?
fuck from high chair.
Yo, is like the sky red at night and shit?
Hey,
What's going on?
Evie, yeah,
Yeah,
if they're talking
but
about
give
me an interview.
they're talking about like history
Closest-
and stuff like that. Yeah, if you're Australian, then that would make your granddad a criminal.
It
No,
is.
my,
Not unless you're
I'm
the-
Australian and my descendants are German, so they came out. They came here.
I never
to
said
South
Minka. They're
Australia
clearly you're from a higher.
My
bracket.
descendants are not
Yeah.
British, so I don't know what to tell you.
Too. Could be Aboriginal.
I
I'm
feel
not-
like
Or they
I'm
could
not
be
a-
Irish, you know.
I feel like
not-
I feel like
There were gold
Evie's
rushes out
like
that way.
third gen criminal.
Maoris, man. Maoris.
No,
Oh,
no. My father's mother was German, and my father's father was English. So, and they came over here before the Second World War. So,
Yeah, but I can
Very
tell. I
boring.
can tell with you, Minka. I can tell you're very like classy and educated and stuff like that. But Evie now, does she just like Evie?
my
I know she's probably thinking like, how can I get these lindens of these guys?
wow.
oh yeah.
Do you have
That's
to
wow.
about the wildfires? I'm really interested. Like,
Well, I can't because every time I try to speak, Alex won't shut the fuck up.
Okay, well I'm going
Yeah.
AFK now, so talk.
alright, go ahead. Hit us with the.
What was the question? I forgot.
Have you been affected by the recent wildfires plaguing the countryside or the outback?
Yeah, just the smoke in our end was
You
really
got
bad for a
smoked?
couple of days. The smoke, yeah, it was surrounding our city.
What do you mean?
But no, because we're not in the city. There's nothing to fucking burn. It's all in the mountains and the bush area.
Oh, that was uninteresting. What about you, Mika? You from there?
Yeah, I'm in Melbourne, but I'm in like near the city, CBD, Melbourne.
Oh, no effect.
Yeah, there was an effect. Like last Monday, I had a day off from work.
That's
I wanted to go bike riding. I couldn't leave my apartment.
If I were you guys, I'd be running through those jungles, saving koala bears
No,
one at a time, throwing them on my back, and they'd be like,
Oh.
thank you.
But the thing is with the fuzz, my asthma's been really bad. Today it's really bad.
I wanna save those poor koala bears. They're so cute.
Well, first of all, they're not bears, they're marsupials, so you gotta stop calling them koala bears.
They're just like teddy bears. Like a teddy bear's not a
No,
bear,
they're
but
just
a koala bear.
koalas. No, they're just koalas. They got a pouch, so they're marsupials.
Well, whatever, but you know what I mean. Like, I can call them a koala bear. It's acceptable.
Well, no,
That'd be
whatever, because
perfectly
when you
accurate.
say koala bear, you make yourself sound stupid, and
Well, I am stupid, so I'm being accurate. So
I don't want to say you're stupid. I want to educate you about our very individual, fauna of
Alright.
Australia.
But it doesn't sound as good, koala, marsupial.
But when you say koala bear, you sound like you're not very, you don't really know. You're
Maybe
parochial.
Australia.
You sound very parochial when you say.
She's saying there's
Okay.
something a bad mate. That's what she's saying.
But I mean, not all. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that are not accurate, but can still be called those things.
You can.
Just say koala. Don't say koala bear.
But I like
No one
to say
says-
koala bear. It brings me joy to say koala bear. It looks like a bear.
Fine, say koala bear. I don't care.
Okay, I stand educated, yet
Yeah.
indifferent and still ignorant.
Actually, the fires did affect me because I was a dumbass and I caught the train from Melbourne to Sydney,
Did you see
and
it?
our train really, really delayed because there was fires everywhere.
Have you seen any fire?
Yes, when I was coming back from Sydney to Melbourne, there was actual grass fires all around where we were. It was pretty scary.
Okay, so I'm back
God.
again, yeah?
Is you?
I'm back in the Woodland.
I was
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
been covering fires.
The Woodland Miss, guys.
You've been covering those fires.
I
Not
was just
much.
trying to educate Sharp on how to water
Wait, hold on,
koalas.
don't say anything.
That did Evie finish saying what she had to say? Because apparently I kept on interrupting her. Did she finish what she had to say? Or...
Alex, if I told
I
you,
don't.
He asked me like 3 times and I answered it, and he had to ask me again and again because he couldn't hear what I said because you were talking.
Yeah,
I
no, but
wasn't
I'm
telling
saying
the fucking story.
no, but I'm saying I went.
It was
AFK.
just like a 3-word response. It wasn't a story.
Okay, so the what was the
Okay, but
response?
it's good to know that you pretend AFK.
No, I
That's
actually
cool.
went AFK. I had to go and rub some lotion on my penis because it was itchy. Cool.
You have an STD, Alex?
Yeah, I had to
Well,
rub
I
some
don't think
kind of stain. No,
lotion's
flush.
I don't think lotion's gonna help the AIDS.
No,
you
flush.
know what I mean?
Flush. It's not
Rush.
STD, it's flush.
A rush.
Yes,
rush.
when you batter that vagina and then like it comes out a bit sore because like you went to like
That's because you're battering fucking yeasty vaginas.
Ew.
the yeasty vaginas is better than your vagina.
Oh, wow, you
Okay.
guys, why do you hate each other? Why are you mean
I don't
to each other? Are you
hate
friends?
her. I don't
I don't
hate
hate
her.
Alex.
I don't hate her.
Why
I
do you
just
hate
think
Alex?
I just think her vagina seen better days.
You don't even
Uh,
know.
You've
No,
never
it's
seen it.
fine.
How would you know?
Yeah.
To be honest, Alex has a thing where the women who he wishes he could be with, the ones he's the most aggressive with. So
Yeah.
once you realise that, you kind
Yeah.
of understand all the behaviours. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
here
like
you
all the
go.
men in
I've
here,
been dealing with it for a long time. for many
And that's
years.
why she said it, and because
And,
apparently the caddy is
yeah.
the one who I always wanted to fuck in my whole fucking life, you know.
Alex,
Girl,
I don't want to embarrass you, but we both
yeah.
know how
I think,
it is, okay?
I think if I really
We
wanted
both
you,
know.
I think if I wanted you,
You're-
I could have had you
You're the
like
only person
1
in
million
this
times
game who
over.
pretends to be the father of my real life child. I mean, it's a little creepy, dude.
I'm the one.
love that, though.
Look. Okay, look at my profile, guys. To go to my profile, yeah. Look from 5
Yeah.
fucking years ago. This bitch written my
Yeah.
profile. I'm a workless baby daddy. I think,
No, you
yeah, she
told
got
me
it
to write that,
reversed,
fuck
didn't it?
off.
She got it reversed around. She wants me to be her baby daddy, like you know. It's alright
That's
though,
a
you know.
dream.
Yeah, you can role play
Living
if you
the
want.
dream.
Just don't touch me. Don't talk to me for longer than 2 sentences at a time, without half an
What I
hour
wanna
break in
know
between.
is-
Yeah,
Hang on, but what I
I
wanna know is
want-
who's coat? Is that an alt of yours or is that an
No,
actual?
Who's what?
Who's who? Okay, then can we
Who's
just get out of
Coco?
my profile, please? Then can we just get out
He
of my
just said
profile?
it's already.
No, I mean like my what do you call it? Your
Okay.
web, you know your web status thing, Mijigi. You know when somebody like your feed, so to speak.
Your
Yeah.
web feed.
Yeah, your web
Yeah.
feed. You gotta look in there.
Wait, I'm on your profile now. What's on your profile? I need
I
to.
want to know who Coco London is.
That
You're
can we all
fucking
take a
Oh,
shot?
Coco.
Then can we all take a shot? Yeah, to
Coco.
Alex London's sex life. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, but you're not
Where
telling
is
me
Coco?
you're.
Wait, hold on. I thought
Yeah.
How you gonna? I've been partnered to her for like 2 goddamn years. How you gonna ask me now who's
Dude, I've
Coco?
never met
Like
her.
2 years later,
Never-
who's Coco? Like.
You.
It's
'Cause
not
it's
you.
love. Come on.
Because
Oh,
it's
God.
God damn
you. Who the
it.
fuck is?
You don't need to worry about who Coco is. All you need to worry about
She's from
is,
before the war.
Evie sitting on
Yeah.
that couch over there. We're gonna have to burn that.
Coco is
And when
Alex.
she leaves, we're gonna have to burn that
Yeah.
couch.
Oh my god. Calm
And let me
down.
add a Coco right now. Hi, Coco. Hi, Coco. I wanna be your.
Alex has small balls and no cock. Tell me why it makes me cry.
That you done that. You wrote that shit, innit?
I know, I read it and I thought, that sounds like me. That sounds like me.
Because she's got some shit on you, Alex.
Who
You know what
Coco?
I'm saying?
No, it does. You ain't gonna get nothing from her from me. That Boyd gave her like
Coco
10k.
won't respond.
The Boyd gave her 10k and she didn't snitch on me. That's why I've been partnered to her for so long because she's not a snitcher.
I've never met. She's never been in here though. I've never.
She
met her.
has.
Like,
God damn
Yes.
it. Shit.
Who is
It's
she?
for your time, Minka.
Yeah.
Wow.
That now I'll play
There's-
that now I'll play well the other day I was playing 7 Days to Die with her. You could have met her if you had 7 Days to Die, but you don't. So
Oh, let's
So,
play
like-
that sometime, mate.
have you got
I
it?
think
Have you got it as well?
I do, yeah.
Okay, but let's play that tomorrow. Let's play that shit tomorrow. I'll play it almost every day.
Oh, sounds good.
Let's play that tomorrow, mate.
I think Coco is a bit like Lady Dogs with the Addy. Like you kind of guys aren't really together.
And no, we're not dating. We're just friends, innit? Yeah, but that we ride or die, innit? You know.
I love a gin.
It's most of the Londons, yeah. I think the thing that Londons have in common more than anything, yeah, is that when shit hits the fan, regardless of the name or wherever, yeah, like we just ride or die,
Yeah.
innit, you know. Regardless of like, it doesn't matter. Even if we never had the name, we're friends, innit? You know, and real friends stick together, you know.
So I should be Minka London because it will give me more.
No, you don't have to. They'll be friends as well. Like they don't
No.
ride or die. Like I've never had an issue with you, Minka, never. So you don't have to be a London, but
He
you
says
can
that
be a
now.
London. You know, yeah.
This is it now.
Yeah, wasn't it like 2 weeks ago you're trying to get me to change my name?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh my
shit.
God.
Oh, it's all coming out in the
Don't
open now.
change-
Guys, come on.
Oh
Let's
my
not
God.
expose me, okay? It's not about. This is not the exposed Alex London show, okay?
Oh, no.
Shit.
Got your
But
back,
you know,
mate.
if anybody wants to
What
change the
we're
names to
filming.
Londons, the more the merrier, innit? You know.
I don't know how to do that font though with the last name. You
Oh,
know,
no,
with the
I
L
can
and
send
the-
that to you. I can send that to you. Like, they're not now.
Oh
but I'll
my
send it to you
god,
later.
don't do it to yourself.
Ah,
Don't do it to yourself.
She says that she's just saying that because she wants me all to herself and she's jealous.
I
yeah,
don't-
but yeah, I think
d-
Minka Purple is.
You know, the one thing though,
People
the
London
one,
doesn't
you know,
know.
a lot of people, yeah, that don't understand, yeah, the once you become a London, yeah, it's very controversial. It's very fucking controversial. It's like a whole new world. It's like a whole new fucking world. I'm telling
Right.
you.
So when I
It's
become a
like a
London,
whole
I go to
new
Alex.
world. What the fuck are you talking
It's
Yeah,
like a
he's
whole.
a boat.
It's like a whole
So-
new world. No, but Cali, yeah, because
Rick
you've
just
been in
opens
London
up.
from day one, yeah, that you're used to it. Like you know how to deal with it, innit? You know that people know you.
No, I
You
just
know what I'm
don't
saying?
deal
So
with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You just don't deal with it, but like I don't think Minka could handle it, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Minka would be fine.
No, the Minka would be
No,
like,
really?
no, the Minka would be like, after a week, she'd be that stressed out by it, and she'd be like, shit. I don't think you should do it,
Well,
Minka. I don't think you should do it.
The IMs I'd get.
Yeah, you'd be like doxed and everything. Like, I don't think you should do it.
I've doxed what? I've been doxed. I doxed myself.
Yeah, I know,
19th
but
of-
that you be reopening,
then-
you be reopening that shit. Like, it'd be like. Anyway, let's take a shot. Let's take a shot. I shouldn't really take shots, you know, because I keep waking up blind every time I fucking drink like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Thinking.
I
I
get
gotta take
like
guys. this was fun. I enjoyed the little panel.
A pleasure to meet you, Sharp. As always.
Likewise.
Sharp, the next
Yeah, I
Friday.
really-
The next Friday, same place, same time.
Why do you have to do it on Friday?
Shopping.
Friends on Friday. Do it on Thursdays.
No, Fridays, Fridays.
No.
How are we gonna do it on
Just-
Thursdays when you got
Fridays
work on
is
Fridays?
Saturday
goddamn
here.
it.
Oh, out. It's Friday. Like I'm, you know, it was like
He's got shit to
Just sing
do.
the song for us.
I kind of like this time because there's no Americans here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, chill, isn't it?
Oh,
Hey
I see.
Minka, they give
Austria,
us a
you're
song.
American, aren't
Hey Minka, they give us a
Yeah,
song like
exactly.
in the booth that this is your
Um,
time to shine.
No.
And you're a performer
I
as
do have
well.
my
Come on,
citizenship.
Minka, you can do
I
it.
got asthma. I'm not feeling well today.
Oh,
I gotta
no.
go. You know who I really love at the moment? I can't get her. I love Lizzo. I don't know why I love her so much. But
Oh, me too. I'm all about her.
I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
this down here. Whatever you want to do with it, I'll send it to you if you send it back to me or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
peace.
cool.
Take care.
Bye,
Sharp.
Sharpie.
Bye,
Take it
Sharp.
easy, Sharp. The holler at me when you log on there. I got like over 600 friends in it, so message me or something when you're online, because I don't even pay attention to
Really,
that shit. I got too many friends, man. God damn it.
I've got over
I know.
600 friends.
I need
Who
to.
says that?
No, but I'm just saying that. I just like if I look at my friends this year.
There's
I,
5 people online on my list.
no,
Ever.
but that's what I'm saying. Every day I'm log on, yeah, there's I got a minimum of like 50 people like on my friends list, like every day. Like no matter what
it's
time
hard
of
to
day I
sort
log
through.
on, yeah, I got like 50 people on my friends list, like. You know,
How many people can you have on your friend list?
I got like 630.
So much.
If you like.
I got 630. I can give you
I
like
don't
a
know if
sneak
there's actually a
preview
map.
if you want to see it. Like shit.
You gotta prove to us how many friends you have. Okay,
Yeah, because I'm
that's-
popular.
And come on, give it
Yeah.
out.
I'm only joking. They
I
all
believe-
hate me. They all, you know, all of my friends are my friends this year. They live by the saying like to keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
And
That's why I got so many friends.
Alex, I'm right here.
They're not you, but the
I
majority.
Okay, I was going to say, don't say all. Goodness.
But the majority.
You'll get to that place, that's real, one
Oh
day.
please,
Perhaps one day.
guys,
I
we
need
need
to edit.
You and I are brothers, you know.
guys, we need to
Oh,
TP in a
God.
random. Let's find a random.
Well, an
What do you
Afro-
mean? What sort
someone
of...
for them-
Like
Actually,
just
someone
the-
who never.
yeah, there's just
Okay.
anybody. There's somebody who would like oh.
What about Palisade? I don't have.
No, not Palisade. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
About that Kieran guy who you argued with at thingy.
Yeah, the TP him. Fuck yeah.
Oh, he gets so irate so quick though.
Yeah, the
He's so
TP him. Don't worry, the
hostile.
TP him. The ones
I
that
don't know
just
if I
message
can
me.
take-
The ones you had enough of him, yeah, just message me. I eject him.
Who is
No,
it?
Yeah, the
he's-
private message.
He's on my friends list.
No, but I'm saying that you
Like,
could.
he's alright, but like, yeah.
The guy that you guys can private message me. I just like, eject him. I'll be like, you know, whatever. Oh shit, Evie's on his lesbian shit.
Mm.
And what? She can be on whatever she wants to be.
And I didn't
Two
say it in a
Aussie
bad way. I was like, oh shit, like Evie's on his lesbian shit. Like, and Minka's on his lesbian shit. Like,
I'm like the bot.
This couch is so.
that this is Callie's couch.
I gotta. Oh, see, Lisp is great. I love Lisp. Alright. I gotta go for a bike ride. Gotta get my shit done today.
It's Friday, girl. Chill out, relax, innit? Shit.
It's Saturday. I gotta go.
Saturday.
Good to see you guys. I'm gonna head back to my house.
Take care, Minka.
Good
Good to
see
meet you.
ya, Minka.
Alright, Minka.
See you soon.
Yeah,
What are options?
I'm gonna TP in some fresh blood.
Go on. Just TP your entire
Oh god, no.
friends
No,
list.
no,
I'm
no,
scared of
way,
TP.
never,
Because
never.
I'll-
The real get crashed like instantly.
Oh. Saga. Adjust your oppose ease.
Alright.
You need to be a little lower, I think.
Just
A
a tad.
little lower. La 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 la. I want a little birdie like that just flaps around my head.
That is quite.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's really loud for some reason. I think because my camera was just panning past you and I've got it on that setting. Like, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, hey, 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 na-na. So, yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh.
What?
What up, Moni?
Yeah, what up, Moni?
I'm just rambling.
Is Moni here? Where's she at?
Hello, hello.
What, Moni? What?
I've never literally said the words what.
You just said it now.
Ever.
I think
Yeah,
you
that's
have.
like the first time.
You have. You're
Literally
lying.
the first time.
No, you're lying.
No.
No, I'm pretty sure I've heard you say it as well.
No way.
What?
I really don't think so. I might have said one. I would have said just the word what. Yeah, I have said that.
My dear sir, what?
Yes,
Oh,
he said it.
It's like it's almost like a step far too English. What?
Me, I think he sounds like Sherlock Holmes or some shit like
Wait,
that.
where did you say you're from?
Reading.
You're from Reading. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Stop with that fucking accent then. Fucking Reading.
What's that? Sorry?
I think piss off with that accent. Bloody Reading. Do you know what I think it is? I think when you're in another country, and it happens to me, like when you're abroad, you enunciate way more than you would when you're in England.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, way more than you would normally just talking.
So what
basically
the way you're saying is that he's in America and everybody's been like, oh, you sound so English, and now he's just like exaggerating.
No, it does happen, but I think even when I talk on the internet, like in my mind, I'm
gonna
trying
TP.
to be as
I'm gonna
clear
TP.
as possible.
I'm gonna TP. What's your twins'
I mean,
name
not
again?
from the city itself.
What's your
I'm
twins'
actually
name
from,
again
like,
for
the outskirts,
Woolmark?
you know.
Caddy, what's your twins' name again?
My twin.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Don't even. Oh my god! I don't know her name actually.
What's her name? Is it Juicy? You know she's on
I
my
don't
friends
know her
list.
name. I heard her once.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check
Hello,
her.
one.
I'll see if she's on land. I don't think she's on land though.
So stupid.
Juicy,
I'm gonna
Juicy.
start talking like this. I think. Just like do something different with my voice, eh? Maybe
No, that's how Jody
problem.
sounds.
Like this, Georgie. I
a
don't know.
No, they're not like that. A little bit like that. I don't know who you're trying to say. You sound like you're trying to sound a bit like mixed between like Evie and Dixie with that accent.
You're stupid. You're stupid. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. What's wrong with it?
It's like
Yeah, you
it's
guys
20
have
past
had
12.
way too much of me today. Like it's unacceptable to.
So why have you been drinking
know.
today anyway? Because you sound like smashed.
I've been drinking gin and tonic.
Oh god,
Ah,
that's probably why. The since
Gin
when?
and tonic.
The since when? I bet you
I've
dropped
been
that.
drinking Malfrey, which is a very nice gin, and is one of my favourite tipples, other than the Afire.
Tipples. Tipples.
Yeah, my tipples, my dear tipple. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's creeped up on me, and now I'm just a little bit like I just need to sleep, rather than talk nonsense on the internet to you fuckers. Oh my god, Evie, you fucking cunt. No, I shouldn't say that. That fucking Outlander, it was very horrific. It was
Wasn't it?
very
I couldn't watch it the first time around. It was too
horrific.
confronting.
Oh my god. You know the bit when, like, okay, he's not in the prison anymore, but then he's having the flashbacks. And you're like,
Where the monks are? Like the church?
yeah. No, even,
Yeah.
yeah. Before he tells her, that he branded himself and, like, basically basically enjoyed having sex with the guy. But Is it because he was?
He didn't though.
He did because he said he was
No.
tripping out.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. He was tripping out, and he kept thinking it was her. Like,
Yeah, but at some point, when a man puts his dick up your ass, you know it's not her, right? Like,
oh yeah, yeah, but that's him tripping.
I don't know. I was like, you're not really tripping though, are you? You just kind of
It
like,
was. I mean, he was being tortured, and
yeah,
like
there's
he was in a
going
lot of
on.
pain, and that probably felt like that. Whatever was happening was less painful than his actual
Painful.
injuries.
Yeah, that's true. But did he say? He says what I didn't understand is there's a flashback where she's back in her time and she's pregnant, and then it bounces back to the old time, and I couldn't work out which line.
Wait, what?
Timeline. So she's pregnant because she's found out
Yeah.
now that she's pregnant, right? But then she's in her time with the husband, pregnant, and he's like, oh, you need to forget about all of that and Jamie and all of that.
What
And
episode is that in? What season are you on?
I'm still on season 1.
Okay, tell me what
I think
What-
it's 12
what episode?
or 13. 12 or
let
13.
me see.
But yeah, I couldn't. I think I might have left the room or blinked or something, and I was like, what the fuck?
Well, are you on the last episode?
Hold on, let me open my account and see. So, is this the last time that we see the guy, the baddie guy, or is he gonna come back into it?
What do you want? What? I mean, you're asking me questions that
No, no.
answer.
Right, where is it? Oh, do you know what's really annoying about Amazon? You can't. It just bring up the last thing that you watched and just say continue. Like you.
Oh,
have to
shit.
Fucking dig for it.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys just like
Oh, I'm
killed the
on
whole
episode
chat.
16.
16, so that's the last one.
Yeah, so I've seen the last one. So I'm on season 2. Yay!
But
Oh, I'm on
where's the
episode
flashback
3.
though?
I'm on episode 3 of season 2. I don't know now because I thought I was on episode 13.
I don't think there's a flashback on season 1, but season 2.
There's definitely a point that she's back in her own time and she's talking to her husband about being pregnant, and he's like, he tells his other friend, oh, I went to a doctor and they told me I can't have kids. So she's obviously gotten pregnant with this other guy. And then the guy's like, well, it's just whoever the father is. Oh, maybe I'm tripping. Am I tripping? No, I'm not.
No, because it just doesn't make sense. Then, so are they in Paris or not?
Yeah, they've gone to France. She's pregnant while she's in France. Right?
Okay.
I don't know if she gets pregnant again, but she's definitely pregnant in France. And then
But I'm just trying to understand the flashback thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the episode. Hold.
Is it could be the very first episode, actually. Hang on.
Of season 2, maybe it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she's in the car and she's running down the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a precut. Obviously, that's like a little teaser as to what happens later in the season.
So that just really spoiled it for me because I was like, oh.
Well,
so
it doesn't because you don't know why.
But she obviously goes back to her time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I mean, it's not a spoiler because they want you to know that. But you've got an entire season. Like a lot of shit happens in between.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine, yeah. I watched the first season and then half of season 2, and then I couldn't. I think they had like a break or something, and then I didn't watch it for like 3 years or something.
Oh, wow.
So I went back and rewatched from season 1, and now season 5 is coming out in February. So yeah, but there's a lot that happens, like heaps.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But I'm season 3. No, season 2.
Swear to God that I'll love you forever, Evelyn. I'm not coming home.
I get. Oh. I've just read ahead now. That's not good, is it? No, I'm not gonna watch.
Hey, so
Stop
Caddy.
reading the
Hey, so Caddy, when are you gonna help like sort out my land and shit? Like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Like, I need a beach, innit?
Well, if you-
I need a beach.
Well, if you parcel off a bit of land for me, I'll do it.
Oh, please. You're never on here. What do you need land for?
Oh, just to dress up and make pretty.
But you're never on here to dress up to make pretty. Like, I can't remember the last time I saw your avatar looking actually pretty.
Oh, wow.
Oh goodness, that is damn right, Rose.
Oh.
What?
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 I've never said what. Oh my god.
What's
Yeah,
What's
to be
right?
honest.
That's like Alex's universal greeting for me.
What's right?
Oh my gosh.
That or nuclear power. It's one of those two things.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Legendary as well.
Oh my god. Far overstated, sir. Far over.
Where's Manny? I forgot
Yes,
about him.
that is who we're missing tonight.
You know what? Yeah, I don't think Manny can keep up because he got to the point where he was passing out every Friday, and then a few Fridays, like after like 4 or 5 Fridays, he's just like hiding. He's like hiding all shit. Like, I'm ill. The last time I heard from Manny, he said he was sick. Like, I ain't heard from him
Oh
again.
no.
Uh-huh.
When did he get sick over Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's when I got sick too, though. I think it's just
Yeah,
a
but
bug going
different.
around
Now
like
you,
everywhere.
no,
throughout
you
the
don't
world.
need to stop eating meat, man. I'm telling you. Since I stopped eating meat, I ain't been
What?
ill.
No, fuck that, mate.
Well, okay, but you give up your health and just continue eating meat, innit? Like me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah,
Okay,
meat is
well,
delicious.
okay, well, it doesn't make you more masculine. I've still got a bigger cock than
Well,
you.
it's got a bit.
I
bit
still got a
protein
bigger.
on
I
that.
still got a bigger cock than you. I'm only joking. I'm joking. The visuals are res
Fucking
man,
Christ,
okay?
mate, alright.
The visuals
that
are
the way?
res man, okay?
Are you
Exactly.
still streaming?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Does it tell you who's watching your stream?
No, it doesn't tell me who, but there's like 4 people watching now.
So can I ask, is it the 4 people in the room or
I
just some other
I've
creepy
got it
people?
open.
Are you watching it, Callie?
I am. Yes.
Okay. Oh, you're watching it. Okay. I don't know who else then, but the thing is, yeah, it's recorded, isn't it? So it's gonna be on here. It's gonna add to like the multiple because this is gonna happen every Friday from now, innit? It may not be this location
You may edit.
because I got another location on the same sim, yeah, just across like over there that I might do on next time. Just like spruce it up a little bit,
Think-
mix it up a little bit,
I think you should do some I could design one for you.
You
like
can't
just-
design anything because
That'd be fun.
no, the thing is that
You
when
do like
Callie
a
designs stuff,
tabletop
yeah, she'd be
one.
like, oh, I can do this for you if, buts,
Yeah.
maybes, you owe me.
Eh,
all these
There's
type of
always
shit.
terms and conditions, Alex.
Exactly.
Nothing in life is free. Look at what my profile
Exactly.
says.
You
see?
know what? Yeah,
Look at that.
I will give you Azrael. I will give you Azrael if you just like sort out my shit.
What's
Wait, hold
Ezra
on.
gonna do for me?
I was gonna say, hold on, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, when did I become your possession to just
I'm just-
pawn off?
I'm sure. You know what? To be honest, I just thought you wouldn't mind. Just like.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose. But
I just spilled like a fucking shot of vodka. Thank you very much, guys.
I guess Alex is my pimp now.
It
That's what it
sounds
turns
like
into.
it, but I mean,
Yeah,
what is he pimping?
I have no idea.
I'm pimping his 3.5 inches.
Oh
It's 4.5
god.
inches. Yeah. What?
That's
Fucking brilliant.
that's more than your baby daddy, Callie. What?
Oh no.
Oh, you're lucky he's not here, otherwise I would have told that 10.
You know what? Yeah, you can show him the video.
He would be impressed. Huh?
I said you could show him the video. Just skip to that
Oh my
time,
god, I
innit?
could. No, I can't because he like he's working, so he'd probably be like, "What the? Is this what you do when I leave the house?" Like, yeah.
Yeah, you come on games and let people mock me, yeah? And after I'll pay your bills
No,
and blah blah blah.
you don't pay my bills. What do you mean? I'm a highly professional, highly skilled worker out here. Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Snoop Doggy Dog.
Is it? Nice
Yeah.
to meet
Hey.
you.
Goodness.
Oh, Snoop.
Certainly learned to articulate yourself a bit better, haven't you?
Hey, Caddy, when's the last time you actually worked
I
for a
was going to say
living?
the opposite.
When's that last time you
Well,
actually
Snoop
worked for a
Come on.
living, Caddy?
Have you heard it?
You know I work, Alex. What do I do, Alex? What's my job?
Look, yeah,
Oh, my job?
look, the tying of matches to your back is not exactly a job. Okay?
Ah,
You what?
is
Goodness.
rude.
And precise.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, my
uh,
bad, Caddy. I apologize. I got you confused with Evie.
Oh.
Burn. That was a zinger.
Still rude, though.
You know what? Yeah, I have a vivid memory, yeah, of being on camera with Evie, yeah. This is
Before
a
the
vivid.
war.
This is a vivid memory, yeah, and seeing kangaroos bouncing in the background. I don't know if it was real or if it was like a dream or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, on all levels, what you're saying is really good.
It's true.
It's
Miss
true.
Lady was there too.
Oh, okay.
It was when I moved to my new office, you remember? It was
Yeah.
I broke all the windows.
And
There
then
were
you showed us in it.
kangaroos out
It
of
was
the
like
window.
bare grass and. You know what? I still, even though like, I still just can't like. It just seems like a I don't know. It just seems like vivid.
You know, it was that time when
Was
we
I
were
drunk?
on all the time for like 2 weeks,
Was
and
I
our
drunk?
fucking schedules, everyone's schedules were like fucked up. We're like drinking on SL.
Alex is still drinking
What?
on SL.
Yeah, I'm still drinking on it. So.
I mean,
I'm
this is bloody life, isn't it?
Baby,
second
I'm a
part.
drinking.
What? Is that even a song? Or did
No,
you just
it's
like
not.
serendipitously come up with that?
No, I just feel
You
like
just
if,
made
if
that
I just
up.
if I feel like if I just made the mouth movement, yeah, something good will come out, but it didn't. It
I'll
didn't
be
come out.
back.
How you back? Evie, when's the last time you drunk with me? Like seriously,
When's the what?
when's the last time you drunk with me? Can't remember. Like we ain't drunk
Like,
together
drunk
for a
with
while.
you?
Like when's the last time you got drunk and showed me your titties? I can't remember that. Like
Oh, well, that's never happened.
okay, I think you're just saying that because there's other people here.
I mean, I can step
No,
out.
that's never happened.
Are you still dating that guy? What's his name? What's that guy's name again? Evie, what's that guy's name again? The guy who you're always dating and you're breaking up and dating again.
Breaking up and dating. You talking about Rennick?
Yeah, Rennie. And are you dating that guy again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
Well, I'm not mad. You can ask.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remove my mascara. Or what's left of it.
Tell me what, eat your mascara.
Remove.
Isn't it morning time?
Yeah, there was still some left, like residue on my eyelashes. I just felt it.
So you went straight to sleep after coming up with your boyfriend, putting on all your makeup and shit. You went straight to sleep and now you wake up and take it off.
Oh, there's do you not know what the word residue means?
Why are you getting hostile and shouting for?
Because I got liquid in my eyes.
Oh god, that hurts.
Okay, as well, and you know this because
Because I've gotten liquid in my eyes before, said.
what
In
kind of
fact, certain liquids, indeed.
what kind of liquids?
You ever shot yourself in the eye, mate?
With what?
Well, what do you think?
No, I never done that shit. When
Really? No.
I aim my shit in the next direction, mate. Like shit. What the fuck?
Oh man. I don't know. Like
I
I didn't know whether to be like impressed or like seriously like fucking like,
disturbed.
pissed off with myself.
Yeah,
Like
you
it
should've-
hurt like a fucking
Yeah, you should have been
Well-
pissed off at yourself. How the fuck you gonna bust a nut in your face? Like shit. Jesus Christ.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's just I felt accomplished for a minute. It's quite a fucking distance. Anyway,
Yeah.
see. Anyway, I'm gonna head off here, guys. But it has been a pleasure as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Okay, cheerio. I hope you have a nice evening. everyone. I feel like it's about time we just end this stream right now. Because everybody's
Yeah.
leaving.